do you say to that?
But I definitely thought that person was intangible singing that
It
song.
tickles my fancy.
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
With dreads. He got little short twists or whatever.
That's not. No, that's not.
Yeah,
That's true. You do got me.
Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you.
They don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay, Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still in the sauce with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a smell, man. No proof, I'm alive by the motor. No proof, like I always wanted him. I never hated him. I never traded him. And if I did, I never ever. You never know what is a star? Like another city, the driver's side fly. Just get large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. 8, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever, and cute as can be. You can watch us on YouTube with view for free. Ay. This one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time, wonder what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Morning, everybody. Tobin and Leroy back with you here on a Thursday. It's a game night. Thursday night football. Dolphins, Bills. I've changed the title of this game.
Already?
Yeah, it's not a must-win. It's not a statement game. It's a very pathetic. Just don't embarrass us.
Don't get blown out.
Just don't. Yeah, Vlad. Just don't embarrass us.
All right.
Don't embarrass us. What did you use to call this? Pride game. Pride game. That's what tonight is. It's a pride game.
Hold on. First of all, you're fraud.
What?
Every time I say I hate when we play this game, within 2 weeks you change the game.
Circumstances change. The facts change.
What was my whole point from the beginning?
I told you facts could change.
Oh my goodness.
I never said that they were set in stone. I didn't have out my chisel. I had my pencil out.
You did a whole 40 minutes of my life I'm never going to get back because it changed. We used to do this in football.
I don't know about that.
Let me tell you how I work in football. Football, your coaches would yell at you during the week. Get it right. Bill Belichick, get it right. Denny Green, get it right. This is how we want to do it. This is how we want to do it. Like, how are we going to be able to win a football game if we can't even get our stuff together? Stay extra. Get it all right. We run the first series of the game.
Right.
Here comes the whiteboard. Hey, remember how we did it 3 weeks ago in New England?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, let's go back to that.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, so practice is a moot point. If y'all just gonna draw it up on the whiteboard.
I get you.
So yeah, that's where I get that from. And that's why I say when we play that game, this is gonna change.
Yeah, I'm honored. I mean, you're comparing me to one of the greatest coaches of all time.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You can't stop, can you? We ate oysters together.
We did eat oysters together yesterday. Those were good.
Blake,
Those
you
were
like
good.
oysters? Can I just tell you? If you ate these, you wouldn't even know they were oysters.
They were that good?
Yeah.
Very impressive shells, and they hide them with a lot of fried
stuff.
That's good.
Stuff.
Plain oysters though. Plain oysters though. With
No,
like I'm with
like
Vlad. No,
Hey.
no, thank you.
Vlad, I ate one and I'm like, did they put a shrimp in here? They had bacon, shrimp. Oh my goodness, it was.
Headlines are brought to you by Doral Hyundai. Doral Hyundai, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Hyundai or at DoralHyundai.com. So game night tonight, 8:15 is your kick between the Dolphins and Bills.
I'm nervous.
I was on what the hell was I on? I was on MGM this morning, or MGM Network. I was on their morning show. I did 2 radio hits over the last 2 days. Very depressing. I feel like everyone's just laughing at me.
Yeah.
Oh, it feels different when it's on the other side, isn't it?
I don't like it.
Yeah,
like
when you do it, it's all fun and games.
Yeah, he getting got by his own. Wait, Vlad, he getting got by his own tactics. Hey, let's get that Tobin on.
Oh, there's nothing worse than getting got by your own tactics.
You think? Hold on. Now that I think about it, you think last week when I almost lost my voice that they were petty listening to me?
Maybe.
Like we petty listened to them?
Yeah, grief listening. Yeah, definitely.
I
Definitely.
don't want to be that.
But I was on where was I? I was on our Odyssey station in Rochester yesterday. I'm like, Rochester? Why are you calling me?
Yeah, because if it was New York, they wouldn't call you. They'd call somebody else.
That's fair.
I mean, you Rochester radio.
I am
Me
Rochester.
too. I get the, small towns in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
We don't get the good stuff.
Oh man.
Oh, I do Gelb, so let me see.
Old Gelby, he's peacocking around too. I don't like that.
Oh yeah, he was talking hella trash yesterday.
Yeah, I heard him. I heard him on the way back from Panthers Media Day. He was peacocking on Hogman, Crowder, and Solana. He was. So we got an 8:15 kick tonight. Game Day Uncensored comes your way at 4 p.m.
Oh my goodness, you get like a 2-hour nap?
Yep. Nah, I won't nap. I'll probably just go get a snack.
Snack.
Call it Rex Ryan. Let's go get a damn snack.
I gotta tell you, and I don't want to sound like that guy, but I'm big on not seeing the same thing week after week after week, right? Because if you go out there and try to do the same things that aren't working, then you're the problem.
Mm-hmm.
And so one of the reasons why I said week 4, right, is because it gives you an opportunity to see the things that aren't working, right? It gives you an opportunity to see what your adjustments are going to be. It gives you an opportunity to say, sometimes you go into a season thinking that you can count on certain people to do certain things.
Yep.
And then you get after the first couple of weeks and go, no, he can't. No, we got to make some adjustments, right? And I think one of the things those analogy and one of those things that thing will come down to is that defense. So are we going to see a different defense? Are we going to see them try to do something different? Because they're not getting any pressure with those guys. And especially if you're going to drop one of them off and try to beat with a little trickeration. No. We ain't there. We ain't there.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the I don't know what they need to do as far as that's concerned.
Yeah, I don't know either. I'm just saying that, like, this is part of kind of the process of getting the most out of your team, right? When you realize that the things you thought you were going to be able to count on, you can't. And so how are you going to adjust to that? Because in the end, right, nobody wants to hear your sob story. Everybody wants to hear you go out there, see you go out there and win football games. And so you got to do what you got to do to win those.
Kentucky Finn says, hey, Tobes, is it too early to start drinking? Not for you. I mean, I got to be on the air, so I'm going to wait till after I'm done. I leave that for the post-show YouTube for the drinking. Rules and whatnot. Unless we, of course, have a great visit from Jack Daniels or one of our fine beverage sponsors.
Hey, so I was going to take the cooler, our little drink cooler that I had all ready for us to have some beers.
Yeah.
I was going to empty it and put it in the laundry room because I get it ready because I take it when I go golfing.
Sure.
And I looked in there and I'm like, who am I kidding? These going to get drank tonight. I might need them.
You might need them. I might be after that second touchdown from Josh Allen. I might be in something a little bit harder than a cider boy then.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Look, here's the deal. I don't want to sound, woe is me and woe is the Dolphins, because football gone football. And sometimes you have teams that just out of nowhere. And we all think that this team has talent. We all think that offensively they can be explosive. My question is the coaching staff going to put them in situations to be explosive? Because not for nothing, when you see Tyreek catch a crossing route and goes or Waddle catch a crossing route and then it ends up going for 50 or 60 yards. That ended up being an explosive play, but that's not an explosive play. That's not why you ran that. And so I think, especially when Tyreek went up and got the ball in the air, right? I think he's earned an opportunity to, hey, periodically, let's just throw one up to him. See what
Tua said he's going to do that. He did say he's going to do that this week.
But that he earned it. Because let's be fair. As much as I talk about Tua's arm being fine to play, he didn't help me with that throw.
Nope.
Okay. But I'm more concerned with the defense than the offense, believe it or not.
I am too.
I don't know why, because we thought that was going to be a strength. When your strength, with what you thought was going to be your strength, ends up being your weakness, yeah,
it's not good, dude. It's
right.
not good. We'll take a break here on the program. Lots to get into here as the Miami Dolphins are getting set for action tonight. But I'll tell you who's still an MVP when it comes to the community. Zach Sealer, dude. If you want him to come visit the elementary school of your choice, it could happen. It's WQM's MVP experience with the Dolphins, Zach Sealer. He's on board to speak at a school. Just go to WQM.com, enter an elementary school in Broward or Dade now for your chance to get a visit from Zach Sealer. He'll speak to the students and more. For contest rules, go to WQM.com. We're back with more after this. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 104.3 FM, WQAM. Hello, Leroy. How are you, man?
I'm good. Trying to figure out everything.
It sounds better. Whatever I think it's okay. I mean, we'll get by.
I'm just trying to, because I don't know how to, you know what I mean?
I think you're okay. Just don't lean back today for sure.
Okay.
Right. No hammock on this, and we'll curse the name of this guy who broke your computer.
Yeah.
That rat bastard. Let's get to a Tito's fantasy football update. Hey, Tito's handmade vodka. Oh, it's the best. And it's America's favorite vodka for a reason. Distilled 6 times till it's just right. Tito's is known for great vodka, giving back, and doing good for dogs. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas, 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly. So tonight, fantasy-wise, we got Reek. He put up a big game. A-Chan, though, seems to be the guy for the Dolphins right now.
No
It
kidding.
is interesting. Like you've seen him in these first couple. What do you make of this? Because it's like he's not. He's so good in the passing game. Like that is. He's that safety blanket, and he's just making things happen right now, Leroy.
Well, here's the deal, and I was very fortunate to be in a similar situation. It's all about matchups, right? Is think about this. It's in basketball, if you have one guy on your team that you think could just dominate the guy across from him. So you may take all your stars, move them to one side of the floor and work plays for him because he is being defended by the weakest link. For example, what does everybody say when they play the Heat? Who they going after? Tyler. Very similar to that. So what happens is, if you're going to drop all those DBs to not get beat by Waddle and Tyreek and Washington, then that means you're leaving a linebacker to cover A-Chan who's just as fast as them. Good luck with that. So what that would do is, and here's what I hope, is that now they're going to come in the game with nickel and dime so that you're going to have a safety or maybe a DB playing in the box instead of another linebacker. Then you got to be able to run the football because they trying to cover, speed with speed. So it's a cat and mouse game that, like, you have the advantage if you take advantage of it.
You got to become the cheese. You know what I'm saying?
It never fails. It never fails. Vlad, he'll ask me a question.
I'm waiting for all right, you got to become the cheese. I'm waiting for nothing.
There is none. That's the point.
None.
Well, cat and mouse, food chain.
Nah, you get it. No.
Why?
Dude,
Ridiculous.
Vlad, Vlad, here's all you need to know about this man. Sunday, I call him and I say, I'm going to Las Espadas. What do you want? Give me the Reño Pinto. I'm like, what is that? Meatball sub. So no, in his mind, he thinks he's speaking clearly, like it's self-explanatory. But all of us are looking dumbfounded, like it's absolutely not. No idea what the hell this man is talking about. And he still does. No.
Everybody knows what he's talking about, dude.
Really? Except the guy going to get the sub.
Once I sent the picture,
then I laughed. Get it? Yes, I laughed.
All right, I'll try and be better on too many inside jokes. I apologize.
But it's not inside joke if you're the only one that knows.
That's the only one that matters to me, dude. As long as I'm entertaining myself, that's all that matters.
All right,
to me.
I got you.
That's how I've lived my life. Only
Don't
child.
worry.
I've had to
I sometimes find myself quite humorous myself.
It sounds like the Dolphins are getting back Jaylen Wright tonight. I don't know what that means, but it does sound like the Dolphins are getting him back. The great intangibles, Ethan Bonner, sounds like he's going to be back.
I'm curious to see how much of an impact he's going to make, because he would have been a starter before one of those two corners, right?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Then why are we making a big deal about we getting Ethan Bonner back then?
Depth, because we've
Okay.
these guys go down left and right.
I got you. So I'm curious to see how they do the H-hand thing. Now, here's what I don't want. If he's going to run any routes, he needs to start from the backfield. Because if he lines up outside, they're going to treat him like a wide receiver and go over there with DBs. Right? So it's all in the presentation of how you get him in space.
Right.
If you line him up out there, think he's going to run a little bubble screen or whatever. First of all your wide receivers and your running back are ants. So let's not think you're going to go out there and bring a hammer down when you block.
Are you more nervous about Josh Allen tonight or James Cook?
James Cook.
Yeah.
Because if Josh Allen cooks, you can still win if you stop in the run. But if James Cook cooks, then you still got to deal with Josh Allen and the play action and the rolling out. So you got if you give them a two-way go, they both going to destroy you.
We'll live with the Josh Allen intangible twins.
Look,
Him and his two
football
Dawson and Dalton.
101. Every coach will say this at some point during the week. We got to run the football and stop the run. Because contrary to popular belief, there's three things that can happen with a pass play, and two of them are bad. That's facts. So, but guess what? With the run game, the only thing bad can happen is either a fumble or you stop it. Right? Like there's not like it's the safest thing to do on offense. But if he eats and then they fake it and go over the top, oh my goodness. And listen, I don't know who Nature Boy is. Enough of him. Enough of Nature Boy. Collins. Isn't he with Buffalo?
Oh, Hollins. Mac Hollins. No, he's on the Patriots now.
Oh, crap. I forgot.
He's on the Patriots. He caught a touchdown last week.
He caught a touchdown. I'm surprised he didn't take his shoes off and run back to the sideline.
I find him very annoying too. No,
too much.
We gotta worry about the intangible twins. Their two tight ends, Dalton and Dawson.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Vlad. Woo! That's intangible.
Who?
Dawson and Dalton?
Dalton Kincaid and Dawson.
Dalton Kincaid and
Dawson Knox.
And Dawson. Oh, the tight ends.
Yeah.
Oh, the intangible ends. Yeah.
Couple of intangibles used to be. They used to be in a high school romantic comedy back in the day. Hello, Sonny Bunny. What are you doing over here? Not usually your territory. All right, we'll take a break here on the program. By the way, Mike Tyson is bringing his Return of the Mike show to the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood this December. Stories and more from Iron Mike. Got a chance for you to win tickets. Just text the word Hollywood to 20357. That's Hollywood to 20357. For more information, go to WQAM.com. It's a text contest. Message and data rates may apply. Don't text and drive. Tickets are also available for purchase at casino.hardrock.com/Hollywood/events. Take a break. Back with more after this. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Thanks again to the Panthers for having us out yesterday. Man, we had a blast. We had a blast. That was funsies. Did you have fun in there, Leroy? Now your mic is completely off. I don't know what's going on there, buddy. Whatever you pressed didn't work.
There we go.
Hey,
there we go. I tried to go with this. There's a built-in mic, but for some reason, even though it connects, the mic doesn't.
Whatever you did fixed it. You sound great now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you do. You sound good. Just talk there. Don't lean back like a hammock.
And don't touch the mic because sometimes
don't touch. Don't Terrence Crawford the mic anymore.
Yeah, I can hear the wire like moving, and sometimes it affects.
Hey, man.
He gave him the 3-piece like it was round 10. But the Panthers, man, thanks again to them for having us out. Thanks again to Adeline, for Tommy having us a parade of guests. People loved Barky yesterday, Leroy. They loved Barky getting.
I think the funniest part of all day is him giving you that look, like I don't remember.
He was hammered. That was such a delight.
And you ask him, like, "Hey, do you remember?" He's like,
"Nope." But he didn't remember, but he kind of remembered because he was like, what a time.
Yeah.
We didn't.
Did he look like he was still hung over from like the whole summer?
He looked like he could have used a nap.
He looked like he was he's been through a lot of hockey, Vlad. He's been through a lot of hockey.
Think about this, Vlad. You can always tell the old heads, right?
Yeah.
He was wearing flip-flops, shorts, and his jersey was around his neck. Yep. Right? And ain't nobody gonna tell him what he need to do.
He's a South Floridian, bro. They love that. They love to wear flip-flops and shorts and have nice, the nice weather. So, but he did look like a guy that's had a long partying summer.
Think about this is 3 years of playing like almost an extra year of hockey.
That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, we haven't had anybody go to I think 4 straight since the Islanders. Man, that's a long time. I mean, and so like if they're able to pull this off, you're talking. I mean, it's already rare air, but like that's, it's like them and the Islanders, and then like you're talking like the old ass Edmund. Or what about? Did they go 3 straight? Or
no,
they go 4 straight.
Mm-hmm.
Montreal, you know what's crazy?
Montreal won all the cups back in the day.
Yeah, it's crazy how you think about this team and you think about championship teams and how guys get plucked, and it seems like the thing that Bill Zito has done more than anything is every guy that comes here fits perfectly. He's never brought a guy in and he go, I don't know if this is gonna work out. Right. He even got old Sammy playing a little defense.
He's the only guy. Like you just got to get him there. But I was like. We even talked to Jeff Petrie yesterday. I'm like, I don't know much about you, dude, but I'm pretty sure you're going to fit in.
Right.
They wouldn't have picked it otherwise.
Exactly.
We didn't get to talk to our boy Bob yesterday, but this was him on the podium yesterday talking about his summer. And, well, we know one thing about Bob. When it's summertime, it's time to focus.
I had a good summer. I made the I was focused on the mental side of it. So my goal was to clean everything up, to clear everything up and get ready for the season, and especially mentally to be excited, to be fresh, and not thinking much about hockey. So, and I thought I did a good job with it. I felt like the summer was so long for me. And I'm so excited to be back. I'm so excited to see everybody, the guys, coaches. I'm so excited to be here, in this facility, locker room, everything, So I'm hungry and happy and appreciated for the situation that's in front of us.
God, he's the best. He's just the best. I'm like, he said the thing right away.
I love his haircut.
Oh yeah. Me too.
Well, it'll be long when the playoffs get there.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. It's even he looks like he got it a little earlier too. He usually is like buzzed up when he comes in. He's let it grow. I think he's going to be a mane by the time we get to the Stanley Cup again. It's going to look like a lion.
Making a lot of assumptions.
Am I? Oh, sorry.
I mean, I can't.
A lot of faith in those boys.
I can't disagree with you.
A lot of faith in those boys.
If there's anything, what they've proven is they can get it done.
Just love the idea that he's just like, I am excited. It's like tone doesn't change. No, you wouldn't know, like if you were just, but that is him excited.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think hockey players, after they win a championship, they still chill with each other, like hang out with your teammates during the summer?
These guys?
Because I feel like they hung around with each other like the whole summer.
It depends if they left or not. Like I think a lot of guys had to go because I think Ekblad went back to Canada. I think Bob went back to Russia. I think the Finns all hung out. We know that we learned yesterday, Vlad, they all got to go into a sauna with the Finnish president. That's like the greatest honor in Finland.
Yeah.
Really?
He said we ate lunch.
So it was
we ate lunch and then went into the sauna. I'm like, what?
With the Finnish president.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's become tradition that they go and visit the Finnish president.
So they've done it 2 years in a row. So they plan to do it 3 years. Okay.
Yep.
But like when he's just working on his mental side. I just love that.
Aleksander Stubb. That's the president.
Is that him?
Aleksander Stubb is the president of Finland.
Silly Star says Bob just chilling at the corner of 11 while the other guys were raging was hilarious. Yeah, no, he was there with a seltzer. He was just
absolutely not even a seltzer, just a water.
Yeah, just a water.
He's drinking one of the 5%ers.
Yeah, 100. Yeah, he's just like, look at you rascals up there.
Is he the oldest on the team or Marchand?
Marchand.
Yeah.
But Marchand's a party animal.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
What happened? Oh, from the video?
What didn't happen?
No, I seen the videos. I just thought maybe you guys got more stories.
No, he was even thrown up like hip hip hooray wee. They throw up his little body up in the air.
Dude.
Dane Sav says it's the same when they start fighting. Bob just goes to his corner.
Yeah, Bob skates up like I mean, that might be the funniest thing that we see all year.
Yeah.
There's an all-out melee, and Bob has his water bottle on the side.
Yep.
I'm religious.
Yeah, he's just like
I don't believe in fighting.
They'll get tired.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: the Panthers never do.
No,
right? They'll just keep some of those guys that just keep fighting.
Yeah, like when we were talking to Jonah Gadjevich yesterday, like I had already felt like he's looking forward to the next fight.
Right.
Because he says he's about other stuff, but come on, dude. Like we saw.
Can I just tell you?
You saw that haircut. You look like Valhalla.
I was like this when I played. It terrified people for reasons I can't explain. Because my personality is yucking it up.
Yeah.
But I didn't play like that. And so when I would say hi to guys and dap them up, they go, "What's your angle?" No angle. I'm still going to bash your face in on the next play, but we good. And Gadjevich, he's like, "Oh, yeah, man. Like he just does it and just like playing."
Yep.
That's the worst kind of guys. Because then, you know who's like that? John Randall.
Plays too much.
Plays too much. Oh, my goodness.
Schmeathan says the only thing you yucked up on the field was the ball.
Damn. How many fumbles you had, Leroy?
Hey, man.
Wait, no, I'm just asking you a regular question. You would know how many fumbles you had in your career?
A lot.
Really?
Yeah. I ain't tell you the Bill Belichick story. So when Bill Belichick became the coach, me and Eric, he wanted to have a meeting with me and Eric Metcalf. Right? And he looked at me and said, "You had the highest fumble percentage per carry in the NFL." So Metcalf starts smiling. He goes, "Shut up, Metcalf. You were second."
Oh, man.
But you know what? You know what's funny? Like a lot of people assume carrying the football and fumbling with carrying it loosely. And I was the opposite. I was holding it so tight that you ever hold something really tight and then somebody pokes it and it squirts out?
Yep.
That would happen to me all the time. So I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm just running. Like, I can't, like, we watched the film and I got to look
if you
tucked
think
in like this, and somebody would hit me on this side and them just holding it so tight it would just pop out. I'm like, oh, no.
Because you also talked about like you used to run with your holding your breath, so you just were tense like at all times.
Right.
Like
Like
that's
I was balled up. I was balled up just because, yeah, I always felt like I had to be ready to get hit.
Mhm.
And so sometimes the lightest, the just somebody bump my arm and I'm holding the football so tight, it would go squirt way up in the air. And they're like, hey man, be careful with the football. Like, I am. I'm holding it with the jaws of life.
What was the best stiff arm to hell you gave somebody?
So I have a picture. If I can find it, I'll show it to you. I have a picture. I was in Minnesota playing against Green Bay. And it was like a 3rd and 2 or something. And I bounced it outside and ran over 2 dudes and then broke free and got my shoe ripped off. And there's a picture with me running down the field without a sock from the back and 5 guys laying on the ground.
Wait, without a sock or a shoe?
Without a shoe. Sorry, without a
okay.
shoe.
I was like, where the hell did your sock go?
Without a shoe. And there's a picture of me running and there's 5 guys laying on the ground, just debris. And I was like, oh, that was awesome.
That's cool. That's cool. All right, we'll take a break. Just a regular old second hours next. Now, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 104.3 FM, WQAM. What'd you say, Vlad? You looked up the Finnish president during the break?
Dude, if you take a look at him, he looks like he could be Paul Maurice's son.
All right, I gotta take a gander at this. President?
Hey, so I'm not proud of what just happened.
Tell me, dude.
Mima made me a sandwich. I ate it before the show. And I go back into put the stuff in the kitchen. I see a plate. Right?
Yep.
And you ever do a drive-by and you see something on a plate and you just eat it?
Of course.
Yeah. So I ate it. I'm not sure what it was.
It wasn't a doggy biscuit, maybe?
No, it wasn't a doggy biscuit.
God, I hope not.
But
God.
Mima has been known. The old like liver. So she might have cooked
God.
some. Yeah.
No, dude.
Oh, it's not sitting well in your stomach right now, is it?
No, it's good. My stomach is, dude, my stomach is good.
Iron.
Iron. I can chew rocks.
Here is the Finnish president, Aleksander Stubb.
Ooh.
Paul Maurice's son?
A little bit. Or like his quirky brother.
Yeah.
Saul?
He looks like he could pull that skin off and there's an alien underneath.
Oh, jeez.
Too much sauna. Oh my God. Let's get to our headlines, which are brought to you by Doral Hyundai. Doral Hyundai, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Hyundai or DoralHyundai.com. As tonight, we got Thursday Night Football, the Miami Dolphins, Week 3 matchup against the Buffalo Bills. Gameday Uncensored comes your way at 4 o'clock. The Bills won't have Ed Oliver or Matt Milano. It would be nice if I think their other tight end or their other linebacker is also banged up. It would be nice if the Dolphins had a tight end to throw to, but
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Darren Waller's out again, huh?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Is he out? Did he ever join? Like, I don't even understand. Like, what do we consider this?
So let me ask you this. What's the better bet? Darren Waller's leaves is out of the Miami Dolphins, or coach is out of the Miami Dolphins? Which happens first?
Darren Waller.
I think Darren Waller. I think the time on Darren Waller is going to be done in about 48 hours, right? Like, it's if you're not here.
If they didn't do it this week, they'll wait.
Still, what are we waiting for?
Why? Exactly. Why are they waiting until after this?
I don't know, but it's one of those things. Julian Hill, say, dude. I mean, he did catch that conversion this year, so maybe you're turning a new leaf. Although Tua didn't throw you the ball when you were wide ass open.
Are we going to later on look at the Hard Rock Bet app and see what props?
Of course,
we're going to take.
Of course,
I
got to get prepared for Gameday Uncensored's porpoise props.
Vlad, this guy's a propaholic.
I love props. Love them. The Marlins, they defeated the Rockies yesterday, 8-4. Fish go for the sweep this afternoon. Pretty daunting when I looked at the Colorado Rockies record. Do you want to know what it is, Leroy?
They probably only won like 30, 35 games.
You're very close. Very close. They are 41 and 111.
Wow, we're that close to the end of the season?
Yeah, dude, 10 games left.
Next week, bro. Next Friday, next Sunday, not this Sunday, the following Sunday.
Yeah, we got guys clinching already. We got the Phillies clinched the East. The Brewers are going.
Cubs clinch a wild card spot.
Yep, it's we're almost there, dude. I think the Astros took first place last night in the West.
Yeah, them and the Mariners are battling.
Yeah, Cal Raleigh. He's got I think 55 home runs now. Big dumper.
6.
Yeah,
he went deep again last night.
2 nights ago. He went. He hit 2 home runs. Yeah, he has 56. What are you doing? Don't hit the mic. What are you doing? Now you just messed up your mic.
What are you doing?
Jesus Christ.
Laptop is done.
Right.
So that doesn't mean necessarily everything's correct.
Well, we got to make sure it works.
He said the battery charges. That don't mean about nothing else.
What about the fan?
That's what I got to ask him.
Yeah.
Maybe that has something to do with the battery too.
The Pinks, according to ESPN, Lionel Messi is nearing a multi-year extension to stay with Inter Miami.
Really?
Yeah, well, I mean, dude, they're not going to open that new stadium without him. Come on.
They need him.
Yeah.
Need him.
World
Need
Cup
him.
is next year.
Yeah, they need him, dude.
Is he like, not for nothing, but he's must see TV, right?
Yeah.
Even with how they play hockey.
You mean soccer?
I mean soccer. Sorry.
He's a goat.
I mean,
Gotta
because sometimes like there's a lot of lulls where
He's a goat.
they ain't running constantly, but he's must see.
Yeah, is he playing in the World Cup next year, Vlad? Like, I thought
Yeah,
he
no.
retired.
No, he retired.
No, he's playing.
Vlad. He
He
said
can-
he only
It's not
played
a
up.
promise. He can go back and play if he wants
Yeah,
to.
that's
Like,
true.
it's not like they're going to say no. Don't know.
Why-
Go, please.
Why
We
is he
don't need you.
still? If he's gonna, why is he
Because
still?
he played in all the qualifying, but it was.
He's on.
That's what I thought I heard.
He's on the national roster. He's still there.
Yeah, but he has to be there for the qualifying. He did all the qualifying.
Well, I mean, first of all, they are the.
They're the reigning champs,
They are the reigning champs, so you
and
kind
it
of
is.
automatically get in.
Do you?
Unless they change the rule, but you automatically get in if you're the defending champs.
We're in, right? We get a bid because it's
Yeah,
here.
the home team.
Yeah. The home team gets a
Oh,
bid.
thank God.
So Canada, Mexico, and
the
US
US.
are in.
And they're making it like 48 countries now. It's like everybody's. It's like it's about to be the NCAA tournament pretty soon.
I like it. You know what? We got to give Barbados the business.
How you know they're gonna be in our group?
No idea. Just threw out a team.
You know they have what do they call it, the group of death.
Didn't we? I mean, we've lost to Trinidad and Tobago, dude. Like I mean, it's who knows? We
Hey,
can,
Islanders, that's their sport.
we could lose to anybody.
That and cricket.
Oh yeah, you ever see those cricket? Those cricket players going up 95.
Stunning Steve said he's retiring after the tournament.
Oh, okay. All right. So that's
He's okay. So
I must have heard.
And no, Jukebox said I guess the previous champs don't get automatic qualified. They used to though. I know that for a fact. They used to, but maybe they're just allowing everybody in. But everybody's qualifying. I do know that Messi pretty much said it. Well, from what I know, that he's going to be part of the 26 World Cup since his country
here.
Champs, and he's here. And and the stadium's opening next year as well. So the new Inter Miami Stadium
should be fun. Well, Lionel Messi's not going anywhere. That is that according to reports. So good news there. And then yesterday we talked about this story a little bit, Leroy, that Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis was leaving Atlanta because apparently their commission got their
their commission's not going to allow their weight class to fight each other.
But you want to know what commission will?
Vegas,
Miami,
Florida, because we're having this at the Kaseya Center now.
Really?
Yep. Next week, Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis are going to have their press conference to announce November 14th. They will be fighting at the Kaseya Center. That is where it's going to take place.
Hey,
now
if
that
there's a
it's
place
local,
that it can happen, Florida will allow it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
you allow everything.
Hey, baby. We're just having fun. I mean, they did do Jake Paul. They did do Logan Paul versus Floyd Mayweather. They literally did this already.
I was there.
Yep. So
Was that your stole your hat champ?
that is exactly. I mean,
And that's why Floyd won't talk to you again?
I don't know that he won't talk to me. I just know that the next time he didn't talk to me.
Oh, he remembered.
He remembered for sure. He remembered. But it wasn't. I think he thought I was a Jake Paul patsy, Vlad. I think he thought that I was setting him up because I had asked just a stupid question where I was just like, hey, Floyd, will you fight them both the same night? And he's just like, absolutely. And Jake Paul rolls up and goes, oh, you'll fight us both on the same night? Got your hat. And I was like, oh, he probably thought that I set him up with that question, but I didn't set him up with that question. Jake Paul was going to do that regardless.
Can I just say, you are always the guy that says, that was not my intent.
It really wasn't.
You're always that guy. That's not what I meant.
Right. That's not what I meant. I didn't mean that when I asked Pat Riley that question. I didn't mean for him to go down that road with Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy.
When I asked Jimmy that question, I didn't mean for it to go that route either. And I didn't mean it for for Floyd Mayweather. I was asking him just a fun question. I didn't mean it for him to get his hat stolen.
Hey, question on Jimmy.
Yep.
Can Jimmy go to the Golden State Warriors and say what we doing? Or only Steph could do that?
I saw that on apparently according to one of the players or one of the podcasters or reporters around it that Jimmy had checked in on the situation with Jonathan Kuminga, and then he goes, "So what are we doing this offseason?" I mean, you can ask. I mean, why is he going to be as upset? I don't think so. I think Jimmy's just happy he got his money. They got his joy back. But
yeah, but a person that's happy that he got his money don't go around asking questions like that.
I don't know.
I would think that's a good thing. That means he still cares about winning.
We talking about Jimmy.
And Jimmy cares about winning.
I know he does. Yeah.
But until unless you feel unless he feels disrespected.
Hey, I would just say this. It seems like Jimmy need to play more than 60 games and not worry about what other people are doing.
Right.
And you see what I'm saying? Like, that's what I mean about based on that what he's done.
Yep.
I'm talking about those 5-point games when Steph was out, right?
Yeah.
Is that the guy that should be going to management talking about what we doing?
Yes. Because I need to know, wait a minute, what are we doing? Because if I want to take
they ain't getting what they thought they was gonna get out of
I
you.
want to have one of those 5-6 point nights. I need a Jonathan Kuminga to get the other points that will be missing if Steph doesn't play.
They brought in Jimmy for that.
Right. But if Steph is not there, I need somebody to step up.
I could see that team wanting to know what's going on with Jonathan Kuminga because Kuminga's the only young guy who can put up points on that team. But
right.
and you never wanted to trade him when you could have for other pieces. So you got to keep that man because he's basically the only Kuminga's been the piece that they never wanted to give up to get other
anybody.
Players.
Right.
Like, because they didn't want to get so old.
But we got a Jović Spo situation because Kerr don't trust him. Like Kerr never wants to play him.
Right.
And even more so as the seasons kind of have gone by. Like he did play, and then like last year they threw him back to the bench until he got hurt again, until Steph got hurt. So I don't know. I was taken aback by that. I didn't really buy because I feel like yes, that's kind of Steph's deal. Like I feel like Steph's the guy who talks to the front office. But maybe Steph's too nice a guy. Maybe Jimmy's being the bad guy for Steph.
I think Steph is having conversations. I just think that the way he goes about it is not public.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Before Jimmy even is allowed to talk, there's one person who's going to talk for the Warriors. Draymond.
Well, I think here's the thing though. When
Before
Draymond
he knocked somebody out.
Yeah, this is the thing with Draymond though. Like they're just like, don't you think it's gotten to the point with them, Vlad? Like when Draymond has a complaint, they're just like, whatever. I mean, it's Draymond.
Yeah,
Draymond's gonna Draymond.
Draymond, they still kept him, so pretty much he's been the heartbeat of the roster. So, like you said, like Leroy said, maybe Steph isn't gonna be very voiceful, or very forceful,
right?
With his questions or his wanting to find out what's going on or his demand.
It doesn't sound like he's that type of guy. Yeah, it doesn't sound like.
Will. So that's what I'm saying. I think.
But I'm just saying.
And he'll.
I'm just saying. Is there a level of player that could do that? So Jimmy could have did that here.
Yes.
But once he goes to Golden State, when they were relying on you, to do playoff Jimmy,
right?
And you went triple single, right? Then after that, after you didn't do what they thought you were going to do, then you asking questions about what we doing?
That's apparently what the word is. I did see that Jimmy's guy on Twitter denied it. He said that's a fake news story. But what I would say,
it just seemed odd to me. That don't sound like I can't ever recall Jimmy saying something like that to the Heat.
There's been he definitely had those conversations with the Heat. Like, hey, what are we doing? Like, that's definitely been part of it. But I think with him, if it was true, and you guys mentioned the Draymond thing, here's the thing with Draymond. Is Draymond going to go out of line with, like, let's say Steph Curry doesn't like being the guy who trades his teammates, which it doesn't seem like he is.
Right.
Maybe he doesn't feel like he can make a move if Steph doesn't make a move because that's just the respect. Even if Draymond will talk about anybody, he won't say anything about Steph because he knows the deal.
Right.
But Jimmy's a wild card now. And so they could just say, hey, Jimmy, do the thing. Jimmy, do the thing. He goes, what thing? You know, the thing when you make a stink, dude. Like, come on. You know what the thing. You know what you do, dude. He goes, I just did that once. Like, I did. He goes, what about the Minnesota? Okay, I only did that twice.
What about Philadelphia?
All right, dude. Fine. I'll go talk to him. We'll take a break. Get back into the Dolphins as the Miami Dolphins are getting set to take on the Buffalo Bills. Please don't embarrass us. Back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 104.3 FM, WQAM. We got Thursday Night Football coming up tonight. Gameday Uncensored comes your way at 4. Myself and Alejandro Solana will get you going. Omar Kelly will stop by the program. Going to talk to in a few minutes. Thad Jean's going to stop by. He just won the welterweight championship for the PFL. First Haitian champion.
Sac passe, baby. Let's go.
He is going to be in Little Haiti tomorrow for an appearance, Vlad. So he's getting the hero's welcome.
I might go out there and show him some love.
There you go. He's so we'll talk to him. He's going to stop by and we will get his thoughts. I mean that championship fight that he had, a face kick.
Oh, was it face kick? Now, if he was Haitian, he should hit him with an elbow. That would be great.
Finished it up with it.
He finished him up with a Zoe.
He's got the bows. He was very impressive. And he was an underdog. Nobody saw this guy coming that he was going to win this tournament. 26 years old from Fort Lauderdale. His parents are both from Haiti, but that was
that's what's
very impressive. Very impressive. So he's going to stop by and we'll talk to him a little bit. Leroy will pop back. We've been dealing with some technical stuff with him, but he's going to get his computer. So I said, just go, dude, because he said it's like my iPad's dying. I can't charge it.
He can't charge his iPad?
He's out of ports. He has no holes for the for this. So we don't have Fonz anymore. And so this is gonna make the home shows a little more challenging without IT.
Guess what? You're gonna have to bring your ass over here, man.
I think so. Yeah. I think that's how it's gonna roll. We'll
it's either gonna be frustration with the computer or frustration with traffic.
Yep.
You just got to deal with one of the frustrations.
Dude, one or the other. That's how it's gonna go. We'll get to a little 15 minutes of Gameday Uncensored here, which is brought to you by the Lexus TX. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer. And tonight, the Dolphins get back at it against the Buffalo Bills. I think I'm predicting the worst, so I feel like I'm just setting myself up to be pleased that they can do that. Like, there's no doubt this could end in disaster tonight. There's no doubt. I mean, we just saw what Daniel Jones did, but I gotta imagine that was the worst the Dolphins could possibly play. Okay. And I feel like they could do a lot better, Vlad. I feel like they could show pride tonight, but I wouldn't be, if they go out and they get skunked, I wouldn't be surprised.
All right, I'm gonna shoot the Dolphins some bit. Daniel Jones did that against one of the best. All right, what he did to the Dolphins was nasty, but he also did that to Denver, which is supposed to have one of the top 5, top 3 defenses in the league.
Right.
So they were putting up numbers on a great defense. So may not just be that, it was Daniel Jones. Maybe they have something going on in Indy that, nobody was prepared for. Shane Steichen.
Maybe Shane Steichen's got some secret sauce, and they got what's Miss Ursay now on the sideline.
Oh, I love Miss Ursay. I love that.
Me too.
I love you know what? If I'm gonna fire you, at least let me know why I'm firing you. At least I have a good reason to explain to you why I'm firing you, and instead of just saying I'm firing you. So I love it. People are gonna rip her, let her rip her. She's 2-0 right now, so it's all going well for the Colts. But tonight, are people going to bars and watching the game with the intent of knowing that they're going to lose and won't be upset if they lose? Or will you get upset if the game is close and they have a chance to win and then something happens, a mistake, a false start, a tipped interception, something to that effect, and then all of a sudden you knew they were going to lose, but they actually played so well, and it was a couple of things that probably went against them that gave them the loss. So I'm like, obviously you want to win, but nobody has that thought right now. Nobody believes they're going to win. Will you be more disheartened if they were actually in the game and then they lost? Even though in their theory, in your mind, you had them losing.
I guess it'll depend on how. If they lose in a heartbreaking fashion because of, like, last week, it was because of lack of discipline at the end, then I still think people will be pissed about that. If they really did show like a back and forth and Josh Allen just Josh Allen them, I feel like you're not exactly in a place to take moral victories, but that's as good as you could get. So yes, I think that there can be a situation where people could walk away being like, all right, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. And then, you're hopeful that somehow you can get off, the mat in a bunch of days against the Jets, and we'll see if it's Tyrod Taylor or if Justin Fields is still in concussion protocol. But if they don't, if it's a lack of discipline, embarrassing ending, or it's an ass kicking, yeah, I kind of feel like this definitely could be the end of the road for Mike McDaniel. I just think that they'll have the time. It seems like even though the defense hasn't been good, it feels natural that they're just going to give Anthony Weaver the chance. Can't imagine it's going to be somebody else. And then we'll see what it is for the rest of it. Like, I'm curious what does this mean for Tua's future? Because Tua and McDaniel are so attached to the hip. And it was noticeable at the end of the game, the frustration on both parties' part about the communication, and I called the right play, and we got to have a talk and all that. I was like, oh boy. And I know that people
have that very early. You peeped that. You're like, oh, there might be a split in their relationship, because that's the first time you ever really heard Tua really call out the coaching staff or anything like that.
Yep.
And Mike wasn't really his Mike McDaniel ways, where he's like, he always covers up for Tua or something like that. He didn't do that. Like, yeah, you might, when you said that, I'm like, there might be a little fracture in the relationship.
It was hard not to notice, and it's not like coaches and players will never disagree, but it's noticeable for them just because of how in lock they are all the time. So the fact that we're sitting in this spot and the world is all like looking for this stuff to be in a spot where all of a sudden, hey, is there going to be accountability here? And there's not. That's always when these things get tough. It's always when these things get tough is when the sky is falling down and people are looking for somebody to be held accountable. And Tua has kind of got to show, like, all right, like, is he going to be in solidarity with his coach, or is he also frustrated? Like, maybe there is a thing of like, Mike losing his mojo a little bit. I don't know. I do think that, like, look, whatever creative plays Mike McDaniel has in the bag right now, man, he's got to unleash whatever he can. And that's the case. Like, you can't leave this up to chance. Like, whatever you got to catch these guys off guard for once, and that's the thing. It's not just that this team is the creme de la creme in your division. It's not just that they look like juggernauts to start the year. It's also that this guy has killed you. This quarterback and this team has killed you every which way. Not only that, Tua's gotten hurt a lot against them. Like, on Thursday nights, broken ribs, concussions, even had the back injury where that may have led to the other concussion, the one game they won. Like, he gets banged up against this team. So
Milano's not playing. He's usually the one that delivers the injury.
True.
And Ed Oliver.
Epinesa did it one time. Gregor's.
Here's the fear for me tonight, Tobin. They're getting blown out, and then Al Michaels and Kirk Herbstreit got to do the blowout material.
Yeah,
and then that's when the cameraman focuses on the sideline, and then
you get
on the coach.
You get Herbstreit's dog on the broadcast.
Yeah, and then they start focusing on Mike McDaniel, and then Al Michaels like, well, they're 0-3. What's gonna? Then they start talking. When they start talking about your job, your employment, you're on the Foreman grill, and it's like late in the third quarter, and they got a whole quarter of this to talk about. That's when you know that there might be a firing going on. Because look, Stephen Ross is gonna be watching this game in his suite somewhere. He's probably gonna be hearing Al Michaels and Kirk talk about this, like, oh, there's a lot of great players here. What are you gonna do? That starts getting into the owner's head, and then that's you got to get ready for that flight.
Yep.
Yeah, I could see something might happen if it's a blowy tonight.
Could be tough, man. Let's go out to the Toyota of Hollywood guest line. Shop over 2,000 Toyotas on sale at one location at Toyota of Hollywood between 441 and Sheridan at ToyotaofHollywood.com. Thad Gene joining us there, PFL welterweight champion. He's going to get celebrated coming out Little Haiti tomorrow, the first Haitian champion for a major MMA promotion. Thad, appreciate the time, man. Thanks so much. How are you?
How are you guys? I'm good. Thank you for having me on, and I appreciate that. Tomorrow is going to be definitely a great time. I'm excited for that event in Little Haiti.
Can you tell us a little bit, how did that come to be? Like, when did you get the word that was going down?
I actually was supposed to be a part of it. Last they had an event last week. For that Charlotte, the Charlotte event that they had for the PFL. So they had one. They had one that weekend, but I was going to Charlotte to support my boy Kinley, who's also another Haitian representative who fights in the who was fighting in the PFL. So I couldn't make that one. So now I'm making this one. It's that's going to be happening tomorrow.
That's awesome, man. So like tell me a little about this tournament. Like you were thought of as a bit of an underdog coming into this thing. You stormed through this. Like I'm sure you didn't surprise yourself, but like was there ever a point where you're like, man, I even exceeded my own expectations?
No. You know what? I put myself pretty high. You know what? There's two reasons why I do that. It keeps me humble when I get to the point where I get to, but at the same time, there's just no, I should say, I just don't have like, it's just not surprising to me because I put in the work and I know where I'm going to be. And I know what I say is going to happen because of one, I put Christ first and I follow the steps and the guided path that he puts down for me. So no, it was nice though. It felt good. It feels really good to go from underdog to winning the entire thing though. That it definitely felt good there, but it wasn't a surprise for me. It was more like a I told you so.
Yeah, I imagine that's so. Like, what does it feel any different now that it's done? Like, do you feel even better about yourself as an athlete to have this? Like, did it feel different the next time you went training at the gym? Like, did you feel like you had even more stuff to work on because now the expectations are even higher of yourself?
No, I would say it's always the same because I take every win as my most important win. And that's why I think this is why I am undefeated to this day, because every single fight that I do, I make sure that I mentally prepare myself as this is going to be the most important fight of my career. So from the first fight of my first fight as a debut professional athlete, this was my most important fight. To my third fight, to my fifth fight, to my seventh fight, to now my 11th fight. Yes, they were all my most important fights. But yeah, I have the title now, and yes, there's a bit more recognition when it comes to that. But the process of me becoming the greatest athlete, uh, greatest martial artist to ever live is still the same. This is just one step in that process.
What was it? What was that night like when you won though? Because I saw some posts with you. Was that your parents on Instagram that you had that with when you were with the belt? That seemed really cool. That had to be an unbelievable moment.
Yeah. It was honestly that was the highlight. I would say that was better than winning the belt itself. Honestly, just because my parents are super loving, and my family itself they're super loving, and my dad he couldn't really travel because he was on dialysis for the last couple of years, and he just got a kidney last year, and then got cleared to travel. July 18th of this year, and the fight was August 1st of this year. So a week after he was cleared to fight, well, a week after he was cleared to fly, I had my fight for the championship belt, where it was the last time he actually saw me really fight for a title was when I was an amateur. So it was like a man, look at God. Look at God.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like a look at God moment, man. This is great. Like you gotta look at the life when you come to a moment like that from the outside looking in, and just soak up just surroundings and just realize, hey man, it's happening. Let's just keep going though. Let's just keep going. Stay down. Let's just keep going.
Man, Vlad, you got the goosies from the story or what, dude? Like this is incredible.
Goosies galore, man. Goosies galore. Keep going.
That's awesome.
Did Dad cry?
Don't start saying that.
Yeah,
We got the goosies.
I'm telling you, dude, that's what I'm talking about. That Gene joining us here. He just won the PFL welterweight. He's the tournament champion. So, like, what was your dad like? Were they emotional? Like, what was the reaction when you show him the belt?
Oh, we're not criers. We're not really like tear jerkers or anything like that. But not in the Haitian household, not like that. But they were ecstatic. They were super proud of me. They were very proud of that, their son won such a prestigious award for the country itself, and they get I think they were on TikTok more than I was, searching up my name and just looking at how much of the Haitian community shouted me out and supported me. And they every time they see something, they send it to me. And I actually uh uninstalled TikTok because of that. I was like, all right,
Wow.
this is annoying. I'm uninstalling TikTok. I can't receive any more TikTok, so stop sending it to me. But again, it's great to see that they are super involved in my life. They always have been, but now they're on the technological side of it, and even seeing me on, just news channels. They're seeing me all over Haitian articles and newspapers and all these things, and they're just really proud of me.
Quick question. Now I'm fellow Haitian as well, so I had just two things. One, did your dad give? Because like you said, they're not gonna be emotional or anything like that. But did you get the nod of approval from your dad? Like when you shake your hand and then he gives you that head
Yeah.
shake, like, mm-hmm,
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah. I
And
did. And you know what? I noticed that that was crazy. I noticed that as soon as I walked out of the cage, he's like, "Give me my belt." He goes like, "Give me my belt. Give me my belt." And when he said that, I was just like, "Damn."
right. And
Yeah.
second,
Damn.
now they won't show you the love. They love you, but they won't show you the
They
love.
love me.
But I bet you they go to every of their friends and family members and shout you out and praise you.
100%, 100%. Now it's like I'm a little celebrity within my family, and it's like within my family, within the church community, with everything. It's like I'm like a little celebrity within it, and I have to. Yes, I played a part, but I would say that my parents are like my biggest promotional pushes within that whole community of just family and friends. They're awesome. They're amazing, and I'm just super blessed. Like I said, we're not. I would say my parents aren't like the super like, oh, we all lovey dovey, but they show love in their own way. And growing up, you had to realize that, yeah, my American friends their parents were super affectionate and loving, but that I had to realize that my parents were more showing affectionate on making sure that I set myself up the best for the future, and guiding me and loving me in a different way in comparison to them, and realizing, man, they did their job. They did exactly what they raised me to do. So it was a blessing.
That before we get you out of here, a couple things.
Yeah, and the goosies.
Goosey's galore, dude. I'm telling you.
Goosies galore.
Before we get you out of here, so tell people tomorrow, like where can they come meet you in Little Haiti?
Hey, yeah, we're in Little Haiti at the Sounds of Little Haiti event tomorrow evening, tomorrow night. And I'm excited. I've never been to an event like this, and I'm excited to see the Haitian community pop out and show their support. And I don't know, I heard that they like me down there, so I'm excited to see how much love I get down there. And if I don't get that much love, I know it's just the beginning, and I'll make sure that everyone down there loves me eventually. But again, I'll be down in Little Haiti for the Sounds of Little Haiti event. I'll be there from, I think it starts from 6 to 11, and I'll be doing like a meet and greet from like 7 o'clock to 8:30 or something like that. But I will be there in around the 7 o'clock general time. So I am super excited. I'm bringing the belt with me. So if you want to take pictures with me in the belt, with the belt, I want you to bring your flags too. That's number one. Bring the flags, okay? Vinavik Japel, IT Sudo. And let's just have a good time together. Let's just have a good time together.
That's Goosey's on top of Goosey's, dude. That Fat Gene, PFL welterweight champion. Thanks for the time, man. We really appreciate you. Enjoy your
Thank
event
you
tomorrow.
guys. I appreciate you guys. Have a great night, and hopefully we'll see you guys tomorrow.
All righty, take care.
Yeah.
There you go. One of South Florida's on there, man. Go check him out. He's on the rise right there. 26 years old, very very talented, and we appreciate it. Give him some time. We'll take a break. Mix things up in the mixed bag. Coming up next. Oh, hello, Leroy.
Hello.
Wow.
Am
Much
I good
better.
now?
Much better.
Yeah.
Much better.
I got my setup back.
Is your fans fixed?
My fan is fixed.
Good.
Everything's working.
Very good. Very good. Well, that's great news. It's good to hear. And appreciate Thad Gene for stopping by.
I heard him, man. That dude is infectious.
He is.
Right? Right? It's like, man, what
like
a joy.
Felt like I was talking to my cousin.
I'm happy. Yeah, I'm happy for him.
It's funny because Vlad, I could just sense Vlad was relating to all that stuff with the family.
Oh, come on, yeah, bro, yeah. That's why I had asked him those questions. It's like your father's proud of you. He might not show it to you, but he gave you that head nod of approval because they don't really want to show like
say, nah, player, we ain't
physically,
crying.
right. But when they're proud of you, they give you a handshake and a look of like approval and that head nod of
and you know what the look is.
Oh, you know it. That's the only thing you've ever looked for. That's you've wanted that, and when you get it, man, it's the best feeling in the world.
Man, he's great. I mean, that guy's easy to root for. Looking forward to watching his next fight. He's a South Florida kid too, so 26 years old.
When you win that league, do you go to like UFC or somewhere else? Or
no, it's separate. It's got its own TV deal with ESPN. I think he won $500,000 for winning that thing.
So does the PFL, they have cards, even though it's not the tournament?
They do have cards that aren't the tournament, but the tournament is the big thing to make the money.
Okay.
Like that's one. If you win the tournament, it used to be $1 million, but they trimmed it to $500,000. You know, so, but it was we went to one of those events. Remember, everybody was crying. We saw like the whole final thing. I think they've split up because they used to do like one night all the belts, and now
oh my goodness, yeah,
they divvied it up. And Leroy and I were like, this is the longest fight night of all time.
Oh yeah,
longest fight night of all time.
Because they sold it on more championship fights in one card than you've ever seen.
Yep.
And I was like, I agree.
Yeah.
Too many.
It was a lot. It was, and you know, the thing with championship fights, they're 5 rounds. That's 25 minutes. And then they can take a long time. So thanks again to him. I want to let you guys know, speaking of champs, Mike Tyson, he's bringing his Return of the Mike show to the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino this December. Stories and more from Iron Mike. And we got your chance to win tickets. Just text the word Hollywood to 20357. That's Hollywood to 20357. For more information, go to WQM.com. It's a text contest. Message and data rates may apply. Don't text and drive. Tickets also available for purchase at casino.hardrock.com/Hollywood/events. Take a break. Third hour coming up next. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. FM 104.3, WQAM. Got Thursday night football tonight. Dolphins, Bills. Don't say it like that, dude. This might work out for us.
I mean, look. All I have to judge future production is the production I have in recent history. And so I'm not saying they can't play better.
Right.
I'm not saying they can't compete with Buffalo. I'm saying I haven't seen it.
Well, that's fair. We have not.
And so from that standpoint, my shaking of the head has nothing to do with whether I believe they have the weapons to compete with Buffalo. My shaking of my head is that each of the last 2 weeks, I've seen a different type of failure. So from that standpoint, is there new failure? Is there those things that haven't been corrected? What are we going to see tonight? Because I think the uncertainty of it is what has me shaking my head. Now, the good news is they ain't got time to lament on what just happened.
Nope.
You back at it. However, a team that always has banged up players shouldn't be back at it too soon. In fact, the way this team gets hurt, they should play every other week.
Yeah. Well, I get you. They have been banged up. And the bad news is I think Aaron Brewer's even going into this with I think it's a hip banged up. Now, I think he's going to play. But
you mean the injured guy they signed?
No, Aaron Brewer's been here for 2 years.
Oh, okay.
He's their center.
Okay.
But he's injured though.
But he is banged up.
Since the summer.
What? Dude.
What?
Let me say this. I got hurt in all my years of playing football. One time in the summer. I re-broke a toe that I broke in the past.
Yeah.
I think I did it, but I didn't know it was broken. I thought it was just hurt. So I was walking around and golfing and working out and doing whatever. It was after a couple of weeks I went and got it checked. And I was still able to kind of work out, just not as hard. So I didn't miss any time. I have never, ever, ever gone into camp banged up before we even start. I don't know what this new wave of athletics is. In all sports, I have seen more professional athletes after a whole offseason start camp and be banged up. What the hell are you guys doing?
They got specialists, they're seeing their,
I
workout
don't
gurus.
understand.
I don't know.
It's the weirdest thing to me in all sports, not just football. I guess part of it could be because when these guys get hurt training, they're doing all this ramped up training.
Mm-hmm.
I was not. I do my weights. I do some running.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I go run on the field with we used to, me and Louis Oliver and a bunch of Dolphins and other guys would go right over here to Western, and 4 days a week we do some drills, run some sprints, 2-3 times a week. That was it. I'm trying to figure out for the life of me, what are you doing in the off season that get you hurt before you even play football? Here's a suggestion. Stop! You can't earn your money if you're hurt. So, I don't know, man. And especially this team, where as plagued as they've been by injuries, and then you have a GM that signed injured players.
He loves it. He doesn't give a rat's ass if you have an injury past.
You know what? I can get a 3-wheel car on the cheap too.
Yeah.
Yo, that's who he is. He's a junkyard car salesman. He likes buying beat up cars, fix it, and then sell it, secondhand.
Loves
But
a lemon.
he's not
Or
selling.
buy it secondhand.
Yeah.
Chris Grier's trying to get everything on Facebook Marketplace.
Absolutely. Doesn't even want you to look at the Carfax.
wants you to show up at an auto parts store. Yeah, just be like, all right, we good? We doing this? It's like, all right, sure. You got injured? Shocking.
I'd be interested. I'd be interested to think because nobody's really asked him, right? And I would
about
love
injuries.
to just,
Yeah, they have. He's been like, he's pulled this boldly about football's 100% injury sport. We're gonna take talent over. He's done that whole thing before, dude. Yeah, he definitely has answered about this.
And I would say if football is 100% injury rate, are your chances better for success with a healthy player or one that's already bad?
He thinks it's the same. He thinks it's samesies. That's what he thinks.
Oh, you think you just get the injury out of the way and then heal from it? And
yeah, he thinks he doesn't think it matters. He doesn't think it matters. He's made this. He's pointed this out before. We've laughed at him. Like it's been a thing.
I don't understand. And here, let me be clear about this. This has more to do with this team's situation than any other team. See, if Buffalo would have brought OBJ in, they're still good. Anything they get from OBJ is going to be bonus.
Right, take a flyer.
Right. But this team can't afford that in these moments. But we still doing it like we got a great team. Let's take a flyer. Not on a guy you're going to rely on. So, I don't know. So, with the injuries, I don't necessarily think, look, there's certain frustrations that occur during a game that you probably shouldn't read into too much. Like the coach and the quarterback being frustrated about how that game ended. I want them both to be frustrated so they'll fix the damn thing. Right? But whose fault it is, who was there. I'm to the point now with this team. I don't care whose fault it is. Fix it. Right? Like somebody calling one guy out or another guy. You both getting the zero. Right? You both getting it. So who cares whose fault it is? Fix it. And so I hope that and here's what happens when you don't play football in camp.
Mm-hmm.
Right? There's certain things that you're going through. I would have rather gone through this in week 2 of the second preseason game. Hell, use up all your timeouts in the first quarter. I don't care. At least you know what you got to fix. But guess what? All these injuries, all these different linemen not playing, all the wide receivers not being on the same page and whatever. We all seeing that stuff now because we didn't work through that in camp, which camp is to get ready for the season. Stop treating camp like, well, we'll just get through it and be ready for all the games.
Yeah, but we can't like they did I can't get on them for camp this year. Like they did. They had joint practices. They had a lot of joint practices every week. They had, that didn't all go well for them, but they went away as a team. Like they tried.
I tried to explain that to you.
I get it. I know you're saying, but they don't have like a lot of vets who are standing out like as it is. Like Tyreek missed camp. He was hurt.
Waddle missed time.
He didn't miss a ton of time in camp. I don't think so.
Okay.
Achan and Reek were the big guys, and Austin Jackson. Those were their three. I
can't say nothing about Achan. Woo! If it wasn't for Achan, imagine what them scores would be.
Man, crazy.
So
you talking about the first game being 33-0?
Yeah, exactly.
It would have been worse. So I just hope. I guess when I watch this game more than anything,
yep,
I want a crisp game. Like I'm not one of those people that if they start the game and have a 3 and out,
Yep.
I'm not going to be, oh, here we go again. Right? That's like, let's not take the situation and not understand football, right? Fans, first 3 and out, they boo, right? But that's just like that's regular football. It happens, right? I'm more concerned with kind of when we get to those situations at crunch time, 2-minute drill or whatever, y'all ain't got y'all bleep together. So you got to waste a timeout when you should be saving those timeouts so you can stop the clock on the other side. Stuff like that, like game ops, like the game ops, as well as they improved, as much as they improved last week, game ops ruined the whole situation because it looked so bad at the end.
It's crazy, man. Sports Talk on WQM, sponsored by Paramount Plus. You can't count on much these days, but you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus. Stream your local NFL game live every Sunday all season long, starting at just $30 for your first year. That's like $2.50 a month. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today. Back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you on 104.3 FM, WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. We got Dolphins football tonight. Week 3 of the NFL season against the Buffalo Bills. As the Dolphins, they don't beat this team. Haven't beat them in 6 straight tries. The spread is 11.5, so it's
drop. Start off at 13.
Milano and Oliver not playing.
A little bit, yeah. And I think their other linebackers banged up too. So we'll see.
It ain't the linebackers we worried about. I don't know what y'all talking about. It's that damn offense. So with them 2 guys hurt on defense, if they run for 200,
they'll be all right.
the bill, right? Exactly. Okay, right. He lifer. I would take the Bills at 15.5.
15.5. He wants to bet it up to. I don't know, dude. It's tough.
See,
it is.
Wait, can I bring up a point?
Yep.
You remember in the summer when we were talking about Tua, and you say don't run, just throw it away.
Yeah.
And I told you the first time he did that and didn't try to make a play or didn't try to win, we would be all over him.
Yeah.
What happened?
I don't really think I think you were equating that to a run play.
No, I was equating it to game time situation, and your butt is on the line, and Tua got to make a play.
Right.
You want him to make that play regardless.
Well, he did run. He ran out of bounds.
But again, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, but it doesn't equate to your situation.
It does. Because if he would have scrambled around and tried to make a play and got hit, look, you got to play football, dude.
He did scramble around. He didn't see his wide ass open tight end.
All right.
So I don't know. It's not like he didn't. It's not like there was yards out there that he left on the bone.
Okay.
I get, I understand. You think that I'm under the impression of Tua trying to go make a play unnecessarily, which he has done.
It's never if he's going to try to make a play, does he ever think it's unnecessary? Here's what I would say. Be careful, but play football. Because the way that it looks, right?
Yep.
We immediately say, even though everybody said this is what we want, just throw it away, just throw it away. Now we saying Tua can't scram. I'm like, do you want him to or not? I want him to play football. If that means that he puts himself in harm's way, that's what you got to do sometimes to win. I don't want him to ever not try to win. And so from that standpoint, I think sometimes we get caught up in what we want the result to be versus how we get there. Like you want Tua to be healthy, right?
I would like him to be healthy. That would be nice.
Right. But during the course of a game, 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, or whatever, I also want him to try to make a play. And that's the most.
But he's not the type of guy who can make a play anyway. That's the thing. This is where I would okay, obviously in a perfect world, you want the guy to keep playing football, but he's not a guy who extends plays and make things happen. Tom Brady wasn't either, really. Tom Brady wasn't a guy. He sat back in the pocket. He let plays die all the time. He would just go down if a guy was going to hit him.
Yeah, but here's what I think it looks like, even if it's true or not. It looks like Tua already knows where he's throwing it before the ball snapped because he's throwing it so quickly.
Right.
And
is that new for him though? That seems like it's been when he's been.
I don't know. It just looked more fluid. Not when you see him chopping his feet back there, it's like, oh no, first option's even if he didn't throw it to the first option, wherever he threw it looked more fluid.
Right.
And it doesn't look as fluid now by all that. When you see him back there doing all that.
Well, I could acknowledge, like, look, you take that many hits and you've been injured. Like, he could be at a point where he's got happy feet on some stuff and he's just like he doesn't want to take hits anymore. Like, he started the season, he got blasted twice in his blind on his blind side.
Right.
And he knows, like, dude, he knows if it looks bad, he's going to miss a month. So I can see that certainly having an effect and taking a toll on him. And I'm not even talking just from the physical standpoint. I'm talking from the mental standpoint of how he plays the game.
I got you. You know, like, the hardest thing to do after you've been either hurt or I'll use a fighter, for example, right? When you get knocked out, mentally, you still have to go about your business with a game plan, executing the game plan, and doing what you have to do to win. If you fight like you don't want to get knocked out, you can see it in a fighter, and usually his career is damn near over because he looks tentative, he looks scared, he looks nervous. It's the same thing for a football player. Regardless of what your circumstances are, regardless of how injury prone or how many injuries you've had, the day you don't go out there on that field and play football, whatever that is for you, okay, now those things are taken over, and now we can't trust you to make plays because you're thinking about the wrong stuff.
Yeah, I get you. I mean, you kind of have to be aware of it in both senses, though, don't you? Because you have to know when game's on the line, and you have to know when a game's over. Because, like, for example, the Houston injury, when, like, okay, he's trying to extend a play there, but the Buffalo injury, game was over. Like, you throwing your head into DeMar Hamlin does what? Like,
yeah, no, I got you. And again, I'm aware of that, and yes, you have to be cognizant of situations,
right?
But I'm telling you, these fans, if it's 3rd and 4 at a critical moment in the game, all they care about is whether you got the first or not. Ain't nobody gonna say, oh, well, he maybe could have got the first, but we want him for next week. You see what I'm saying?
I get you.
You still have to play football.
Yes.
Can you play football smarter? Yes. Sometimes it looks like he doesn't know what smart football is.
No, that's 100% fair.
He's just playing one way. Oh,
remember when he had that interception against the Rams and he tried to throw his head into a linebacker? And I'm like, what are you doing, dude?
Because you know what? And it's funny. It's funny because you know why quarterbacks do that? Not to make the tackle, but to look like they care. No, it is.
I get you, but the damage is done.
It is. No, but again, people don't necessarily see it that way.
Yeah.
Right? Because if you don't like Tua, you're going to say, look at Tua. He threw a pick and didn't even go try to make the tackle.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So here's what you have to do in sports. You have to be comfortable that you're doing everything you can to win. And whatever people think, they think. Right? And what I would say about Tua is there is no real way to play football the way some people think he should play. You still got to play the game. Can you be safer? Absolutely. You can be safer without doing dumb stuff. And we all know what the dumb stuff looks like. When you try to give maximum effort, it's 3rd and 27, and you scramble and try to run over a linebacker. That's stupid. Right?
I'm with you, man. I'm with you. Hey, let's go out to the Toyota of Hollywood guest lounge. Over 2,000 Toyotas on sale at one location at Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood and Sheridan. We were at Panthers Media Day yesterday. Jonah Gadjevich, he's a monster. He may have a career in this afterwards because we got BKFC Ice Wars coming to the Amerant Bank Arena, Leroy. and the president of BKFC Ice Wars, Ian Heinisch, is joining us here on the program. Hello, Ian. How are you?
I'm good. How's it going?
Oh, it's good, man. We know we're getting ready for this probable throttling tonight at the hands of the Buffalo Bills. So, that's what we're trying to that's what we're trying to have our heads on.
Nice.
Well, we think. But you guys are coming down here, man. So this Ice Wars thing, we've seen videos of this. Mm-hmm. You guys are just doing brawls on ice, like that's it. No hot, the skates are there, the ice is there, but we're just we're taking the goals out. We're just kicking ass.
Yeah. So right now we've taken away the pucks. There's no sticks. It's just going to be pure fights, and that's kind of our slogan with Ice Wars. The interesting thing, though, we've been kind of doing this proof of concept. This is a new sport, right? So we're evolving, we're changing, we're figuring out what works best. And the past two events, they were on synthetic ice, right? We were in a casino. We were not able to have real ice. And we used gloves because we were trying to protect the fighters' hands and stuff like that. But now at the Merit Bank Arena on October 10th, it will be real ice. It will be no gloves. For the first time ever, we have our full partnership with BKFC. We're in the home of the two-time Stanley Cup champions, so there's no other place that we would rather kick off this historic event. And it's exciting because we have a stacked card. We have UFC veteran Charles Boston Strong Rosa, and we have some really heavy hitter enforcers. We have our first women's fight. There's a lot going on in this card, and it's going to be action-packed and one for the history books.
So I want to ask you this. So how are they – so are they going to have different shoes or different type of shoes where they can get a little more traction? How is that going to work? Because, I mean, in order to actually be able to pack a punch, you're going to have some leverage.
Yeah, I mean, they're on skates.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah. These guys are on skates. This is full hockey attire. Like I said, every time you go to a hockey game, you are enamored by the fights. Right when the fight breaks out, the whole crowd, even if a fight broke out in the parking lot, Dana White said this before, people are going to run out there to go watch that fight. So now we're just bringing you the action-packed part. We're going to have 3 1-minute rounds of action-packed brawling on the ice, bare knuckle. The first time ever that we were able to get this done. Full sanction hockey fights, and we're excited to do this in Florida.
I don't know if this are the Panthers. Are you getting any of the Panthers out? Because this feels like right up their alley. Like I feel like you could bring in half of their team and they would enjoy something like this. Because I don't think there's a team in the league that likes fighting more than the Panthers.
Oh yeah, they love it. We already have a couple guys on board. They're helping us sell tickets, and we're excited, man, because we're getting the whole hockey community behind us. Merit Bank Arena is really excited. They've sent out emails to their whole client list of all the people that love hockey, and these guys love hockey fights. So, we're kind of bringing all worlds together. You're going to see hockey fans, you're going to see BKFC fans, you're going to see UFC fans and boxing fans. It's kind of like a worlds collide, and this gives me UFC 1 vibes just because, you're going to have different styles. You got Charles Rosa, UFC vet. We got a BKFC fighter on the card. And then we just have pure hockey enforcer veterans that are basically born on the ice, grew up on the ice. And
they're all menaces. Yeah. I feel like you got to just go get you go get some of these Panthers. Like they got, and then once they're done with their hockey career, they're going boom. Right? We're going right to BKFC Ice Wars. That's immediately what I think they need to do.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is right now, as far as like getting NHL enforcers, these guys got paid a lot of money.
Oh, of course. I'm saying after their careers are done.
Yeah. After their careers and as Ice Wars continues to grow, I think it's going to be kind of a clout thing. It's going to be, we want to get to the top of this sport because they are so experienced. You spent your whole life doing it. Might as well step in the ice box and prove that you are the baddest man on the ice. And I think we'll see a lot of that in the future.
How big is I was going to just ask you that. How big is the do they have to fight? Do they get the whole rink? I mean, like where does anybody get to skate out, or are they confined into an area with a ref?
Yeah, they're confined in an area. It's an 800 square foot box. We call it the ice box. So it's plexiglass, so you're going to be able to see in it. So yeah, they're not going to be skating all around. I mean, these guys are in close quarters. They're able to maneuver. They're able to go. But when you have, this small of a fighting arena, and you got 3 1-minute rounds, you're going to see a lot of action.
Ian, when is the event again? Give us it one more time.
Yeah, it's October 10th.
There you go, October 10th,
Friday
Amerant
night.
Bank Arena.
I'm right now. I'm shook because I'm just trying to picture 2 dudes on skates fighting in a ring on the ice, and the whole thing is you better have good leverage because oh my goodness.
Well, our producer Jennifer, she's already like, man, I want to go. This is up in my league. So she's you've already got she's in. She's ready to rock and get to the Ice Wars. So check it on out, October 10th. Ian, we appreciate the time, man.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
There you go. That is
man, that's crazy.
Yeah, no, that's insane.
Because think about this. I'm thinking, even if you take the baddest man in UFC, that we got guys that we've talked to guys, Vlad, it don't matter what the situation is. If you tell them, I'm going to give you a little pocket change to go fight, they signing up.
That's right.
And now we put them on skates.
That's right.
I don't know these, like, how many UFC guys you know can skate?
I don't, not many.
Right.
I don't know.
Well, we don't know if they can or can't.
No,
we don't know. Like, let's just say theoretically, if our boy like Yuli was going to go and fight, do I know that Yuli can skate? I don't know.
Right, but that's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
You adding, like, fighting and a lot of these things are about leverage.
Oh yeah.
Right. Ice doesn't really give you any leverage. So I see a whole bunch of guys taking that blade and jamming it into the corner of the side of the ring and bouncing off of it that way.
Lifting yourself up.
Right, and pushing yourself, getting a good push off.
Man, that's something. We'll take a break. More to come here on the show. We're back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you as we roll on this game day. Gameday Uncensored coming your way at 4 o'clock, but we got 15 minutes of Gameday Uncensored coming your way now with the Lexus, which is brought to you by the Lexus TX. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer. ESPN has dropped a piece on the Miami Dolphins talking about their culture, which we heard Mike McDaniel short circuit when he had to explain that. Oof.
Look, let's be clear. All the way you do things, how you explain it, whether it's culture, process, and all that. The only reason why anybody cares about that is if you're winning.
Actually,
nobody gives a damn about what your culture is if you 0-2.
Or if it's bad culture, then they care if you lose. And you had no culture.
I mean, but
that's the
why do the teams that win?
Bro, you sitting outside a Cracker Barrel? What's with the rocking chair?
I don't know. Why?
That's literally what I thought about.
You think he's old? They all have rocking chairs.
Wow. Okay. Now
You are swinging back there, though.
Now I know. now I know. If I had questions, now I know. Laugh it up. Laugh it up. Anyway,
yes.
Back to the culture. Like, can we just stop with that, right? Because you know what? The media is phonies too. Okay? They only care about your damn culture if you win. Oh, they got a good culture. They got a cookie. Yeah, because they winning.
Yeah, Leroy.
Yeah, I know, but so don't like to have to answer questions about your culture when you losing.
Yeah,
who cares?
Wouldn't that go against it though? Like if you are asking, if the media is asking questions when they're losing, isn't that go
just
against
another
them
way
not
to
caring?
ask? Another way of asking why you stink.
Yeah, maybe.
And if you out there preaching about the culture, you have your
Well,
ass
that
better be
is
winning.
That is what we got. I mean, we got a lot of that this offseason, that the culture changed. And that, I guess, is what ESPN's pieces is talking about, how the culture got
You know
all.
why? You know why you can say stuff like that? Because you ain't playing
Clearly
football.
you do, because I can't get to this damn article.
Go ahead.
No, it's fine.
No, go ahead.
No, rock away.
Go ahead. I just don't want to get. See. You say you want to get to the article, but then you make jokey jokes.
No, I didn't make jokey jokes, dude. You just chair is squeaking. Need some WD-40.
Listen, I'm so happy to have my computer.
I know you are, because you can lean back again.
The microphone, where is it pointing at?
It's like so happy.
That way?
Yeah, because I can't get it to. If I do it this way, I got to scoot over. How's that? Is that better?
Rock the boat.
See, mine isn't too that. I can't.
I'm sorry, I don't have a gamer chair. I just got a regular chair.
It looks like a gamer chair though, but for
I
some
thought
reason
you did have one, yeah.
it's squeaking like crazy.
I mean, Fonz did, sneaky bastard. He did take the good chair and leave me with his old chair.
Yeah, damage is done. What are you gonna do? Go to California and get it?
Yeah.
Man.
Can you get to the article? Get to the damn article.
Sure. Sorry. I was gonna get to it. You just didn't want to.
I mean, I was just like, we sit here and listen to articles like we know what's up.
In their final team, this is from ESPN's Marc Louis Jacques. In their final team meeting in 2024, shortly after the season-ending loss to the Jets, McDaniel issued a challenge to his players. According to multiple players and team staff, the Dolphins coach stressed the importance of player-driven accountability and said anyone who wasn't on board could say so, and the team would either trade or release them. Players repackaged his message to local media later that day during locker cleanout. And then it said multiple sources in and around the team said tardiness was an issue throughout last season. McDaniel told reporters at the end of news conference that finding players didn't particularly move the needle and said bringing it up as a team, continuing to find guys wasn't enough. One current Dolphins player said he believes some captains in the past took advantage of the role. Jaylen Ramsey, and wide receiver Tyreek Hill, who were two of the 8 players voted captains in 2024, were among the repeat offenders who received numerous fines throughout the season. Shocking. We didn't know that one. Players were often late to practices and meetings, with multiple team sources suggesting that reflected the lack of respect for Mike McDaniel, who was hesitant to publicly admonish those players outside of posting fines. However, one former Dolphin player who played for McDaniel in Miami said that the behavior wasn't exclusive to 2024 and the issues only arose when the team stopped winning games.
There you go. There you go.
Quote, everyone was fine with cutting meetings, cutting practice when they're winning, but once you're losing, it's like, now you can't get mad about it. We're just enjoying it when you were just enjoying it when we were winning.
So, see, culture is set when things are going well. You can't say we need culture when you start losing. By then, it's too late.
Damage is done.
Because when you have accountability and you have culture, when things start going bad, then that allows you to hold each other accountable. That enables you to go in and demand more work and corrections and stuff like that. I'm more than sure when you don't have that and you have guys who are on their own schedule, here's how a conversation would go. Right? So-and-so, you need to do this, this, and this, and this. Well, I need to do this, but so-and-so wasn't here. Right? Don't call me out like that. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, I've been in locker rooms like that. And coincidentally, it came when we were 3-13.
When asked last week, Tyreek Hill told ESPN that he doesn't believe he received preferential treatment and insisted on his high caliber work ethic, but didn't deny missing meetings or arriving late to meetings and practice. Hill told ESPN he has not missed any meetings this season dating back to the offseason. He has been on time for, quote, everything.
Great! You're doing your job. Great! Great! You know what that reminds me of, Vlad?
Well, you want a
Chris
cookie?
Rock. I take care of my kids.
Oh, you want a cookie?
Yeah.
That was the answer. What do you want, a cookie?
Yeah.
Being
a professional.
Jaylen Ramsey's behavior, meanwhile, became a drain on team morale, according to multiple sources, including current and former players who said his actions varied from being late to team activities to outright leaving practice. Awesome. Well,
But he and let me tell you something. Jaylen Ramsey's a great player. But he can't be the one speaking on behalf of the team. You understand what I'm saying? That's part of the culture problem, if you want to call it that. The guys who are speaking on behalf of the team and all the work that they putting in should not be speaking on behalf of the team because they ain't putting all the work in. And that's why I said captains aren't always your leaders. Everybody know when they go in that locker room who the leaders are.
Mm-hmm.
Who the guys that going to pull you aside and call you out and tell you, hey, man, this is not, we can't have this. So you need somebody like Calais Campbell in your building. Because, hey, Calais Campbell could go to Tyreek and say, this is not acceptable. And so, thank you, Smeathan. I appreciate that. Washington definitely
Point
knew who the leader was.
Twitcher.
My culture is not living anymore.
Is that a bird?
She killed me.
Yeah, Washington's a bird.
Washington.
That had a timely death at the hands of
Untimely or timely?
untimely.
Conveniently timed.
Yeah. Don't you give me the Dikembe Mutombo.
Yeah.
Don't put that on me. Don't put that on me, okay?
So, like, one of the reasons why I always like laugh at these articles is because everybody seems so forthcoming and honest about situations. Well, I'm not doing a damn thing to improve it. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, they got rid of Jaylen Ramsey. Maybe it was Jaylen Ramsey that wanted to stop doing what he was doing. Maybe it was, we don't know. But that can't be a guy that your young guys are looking at thinking, ooh, when I start balling, I'm going to do that too.
But Calais left also.
Calais, they didn't want to pay him. It wasn't a matter of leaving. It's still a business.
Still winning games.
Still winning games with 2 sacks.
50 years old.
Yeah, 2 sacks. You know what you can't coach? Monster.
Yep.
Like Giant. You can't coach Giant.
He's still hungry.
We're still hungry.
Take a break. Get you caught up with your headline. Back after this.
It's a Giant.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program, streaming live on YouTube and Twitch. The channel, 104.3 WQAM on YouTube, Miami 104.3 WQAM on Twitch. Let's get to our headlines this hour, brought to you by Doral Hyundai. Doral Hyundai, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Hyundai or at DoralHyundai.com. We got an 8:15 kickoff tonight from Buffalo. We got Gameday Uncensored coming your way at 4 p.m. with myself and Alejandro Solana as the Dolphins looking to see if they can win their first game against the Bills in 6 tries. It's been rough. Been a rough go of it. I was
if you go to any team in the league, they got that one team.
Oh yeah. This guy, Josh Allen, I mean, he really has. He has put the Dolphins in a chokehold his entire career. Which, Tua did say,
Here we go.
One more thing from this article from Marc Louis Jacques of ESPN. It said, a source familiar with Stephen Ross's thinking told ESPN this offseason they don't believe McDaniels and Grier's job security hinges on something as simple as, quote, playoffs or bust, and reiterated that sentiment after week 1.
I'll allow it.
Thank you. Grier, I was looking around, seeing if the ref saw it.
River kicked your ass, though. Let's just put it out.
Oh, we let it go.
Yeah.
Grier said in January that Ross hadn't issued an ultimatum to either of them. McDaniel said Monday that his conversations with Ross haven't changed despite Sunday's loss to the Patriots. According to the aforementioned team source, Ross's status quo comment pertained more to the process than results, although there is a limit to his patience with the team results. After the winless start in 2025 and a primetime game against a division opponent coming, there will be increased outside attention on how far Ross's patience will stretch.
There's a couple of things you could look at that. Like, one, Ross is not a knee-jerk guy, right? So there's nothing that's going to just present itself that he's just going to do like a Jeffrey Luria, one situation and then
oh man,
right?
Luria had some doozies.
But I would say this. He will also evaluate after this game and say, we can't keep doing this. Or, there's hope. So I do think that he'll do something like that. But to say it hinges on one game, like that's a bit, if you say something like that, you put yourself in a bad spot. You don't put the team in the bad. You put you in the bad spot because you may back yourself into a corner that forced you to do something you didn't really want to do. So
sure.
I appreciate the fact that he's not, like putting ultimatums out there because he understands how this works. But I will say this, that you have to know if you go out there and get drug up, that the likelihood that he changes his mind becomes greater.
Of course.
And you become less comfortable.
Yeah, like if they come to the decision, let's just say the worst happens tonight, another 33-8.
Oof.
None of us could be surprised tomorrow if we get the news.
I'll be asleep at halftime, buddy. I'll tell you right now.
But none of us could be surprised if we wake up tomorrow and we get the news Stephen Ross has decided to part ways with Mike McDaniel. None of us would be. I don't even think Mike McDaniel would be surprised.
Here's the kicker, though. And here's where I think the conversation needs to be had with either Stephen Ross, who's ever helping him make the decisions. Are we in this situation more for Mike McDaniel because of Chris Grier?
I think Chris Grier.
Right. So if you're gonna be that guy and look on the football field and say, I don't like the direction we're heading.
Mm-hmm.
Then to fire the coach is not really doing anything.
Yeah, I think it's just to kind of give the message to, I don't know if it's the fan base, I don't know who, but it's to give the message we're not going to accept this, you know.
Yeah,
and I think what everybody had last year at the end of last year, you know, one of the things I found interesting about his statement, that whole, you know, status quo statement that he put out, yeah, he didn't even let them talk. You know, sometimes the owners will like let these guys talk it over, and he goes, he was already mind made up. No matter what happened, he was going to stick with those guys. And I almost wonder, like, man, should I have listened to them, hear out why the season went the way that it did before all that? Because remember, he gave that statement, and then all this tardiness stuff came out. And, you know, I would have wondered if he would have waited 24 hours, would he have felt different? I don't know. But look, I think he clearly went into this hopeful that this thing was going to turn around in the right way. If it doesn't, and every roster concern that we've had has definitely been exposed, and even the ones we thought were going to be good have also been exposed.
Right.
So, like, what is the guiding light to this season right now? Achan? Like, what is the thing that we have promise in right now? Because because they don't have time to really rebuild. Like, I know they're rebuilding. They're not doing a full rebuild. But even like you got like Jonas Savaianaya, and it's like he's the worst graded guard in the league, but you don't have time for him to be the worst graded guard in the league because of this piss poor offensive line you built for 4 years.
And that being said, that brings me back to my point. Understanding what your situation and circumstances are, what you need more than anything is active participants. The fact that you bring all these hurt guys in, right? Are you not aware of the situation? Or are you just falling for it? So I don't know. I hate that we haven't even gotten out of the month of September.
Mm-hmm.
And you having conversations whether your coach should be fired.
Bro, we're barely midway through September.
No, I know.
This is terrible.
I was just trying to, maybe if it was the end of September, you'd be like, oh, we've been at it for a month. But it's not. We just hit the halfway point.
We just put up Halloween decorations in Target.
They just start selling the pumpkin spice stuff at Publix. Pumpkin spice donut, pumpkin spice fritter. You got the pumpkin spice coffee out front. You got pumpkins, big pumpkins, small pumpkins, pumpkins all over the place. You got what's the beer? What's the lager from
Oktoberfest?
Oktoberfest.
Sam Adams.
Yeah. You got Oktoberfest out front, right? Oh, yeah, they got the little brown fake leaves out there. Yeah, and we already talking about whether our coach is going to survive. That's not good. That's not good. But I would say this. The more you explain the situation, the more I'm having a hard time trying to figure out. If you knew what has plagued you for the last 3 or 4 years, I don't care what you think about injuries. How could you feel this team has a better chance of improving when you bring guys in that have to go through rehab and aren't healthy? That's a fair and honest question.
Crazy.
Because I have said to you many a times, and Tobin can attest to this, where this team is right now, I would never sign an injured player. I don't care how great he is.
Damage is done. They did that. He's been doing it.
On a number of and like we got more players whispering in Mike McDaniel's ear during the game than playing.
Yeah, even looks at the draft. Yeah, he even looks at the draft. Probably goes, "Oh, you missed how many times games in college? No big deal. We'll draft you. You're good. You're good." Dolphins.
I can't believe how excited I got over Savaianaya. He is a giant, though.
Damn, over 2 games.
He might be good, but that's my point. Is like we don't have
here. Vlad. Tobin made the best point as to why I feel this way. It's not that he's only played 2 games. It's that this organization is not in a position that can be afforded.
Right.
And it's unfortunate for the players, for the coaches, for everybody.
Kenny G too. It's
Any G2. Like everybody after 2 games, where's he? Where's he? Where? Like, yeah, man. First of all, we ain't watching film like that. You don't know what his impact has actually been. I'm more upset and concerned about the guys who have been here that aren't getting pressure on the quarterback.
Yeah. Oof.
17 rush-ins, and every time I see them, they chase and doing that dive, trying to slap the back of the leg because they too chunky to keep up.
You almost got it. You almost got it.
Yeah.
How many are we gonna get those tonight, Vlad? With Josh Allen just running willy nilly away.
Exactly. They got to face that big Buffalo and wears number 17 that easily jukes and just moves people out the way. He could hurt. You know, he could hurt one of your secondary members, like players, right?
Yeah.
You can join the
club.
club.
But I'm gonna tell you something, Vlad. Secondaries in the NFL are very good at one thing.
Oh, avoiding the tackle?
Hit them hard when they ain't looking, and hit them low without hurting yourself.
Yeah,
That's why you ever see how many DBs like go for a tackle and just whiff.
They go low.
And just whiff.
Yeah, because they go low if they miss.
Yeah, with their eyes closed.
Right. But I don't think you want to do that against number 17. Like
I've accidentally need more guys in the head going low, and they just went night.
You went Harley race on them.
No, they ran into my knee.
Oh,
I wasn't trying to knee them. They just tried to hit me low when I was lifting my leg.
We'll take a break. More to come here on the show. We're back after this. But first, let me tell you about this, Leroy. The best dry cleaning in all of South Florida. That's our friends over at A&T Dry Cleaners, Leroy.
That's it.
You need it taken care of, you call our guy Ara. Anytime you need it done, he's there for you, Leroy. Tell him that number.
The number is 954-610-9383. That's 954-610-9383. They service all of South Florida, Dade, Broward, and Southern Palm Beach. They have they can do same-day sewing. They have a seamstress on site. Mama Ara is getting it done. She's going to take care of you like she take care of family. They can pick up and drop off your orders. And guess what? Here's the kicker. Because Ara's a friend of the show, tell him, Tobin. Tell him.
You mentioned Tobin and Leroy when you walk in A&T Dry Cleaners. Normally you mention Tobin and Leroy, they're going to be like, those bums? But not there. We're family. We're getting you that discount. 25% off your order when you go to A&T Dry Cleaners. You mentioned Tobin and Leroy. So what are you waiting for? 954-610-9383. That's 954-610-9383. Once you use A&T Dry Cleaners, you'll never want to launder your own clothes again. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 104.3 FM, WQAM. Got Game Day Uncensored coming your way at 4 o'clock today. Myself and Alejandro Solana will get you ready for, I don't know what we're going to get you ready for, to be honest with you. I mean, we're going to be talking about the Dolphins a lot. Omar Kelly's going to stop by. You know, hopefully we'll be getting you ready for a Dolphins win. Do I feel great about it? I would be lying to you if I told you yes.
A Dolphins win.
Yeah.
Come on.
Just don't embarrass. All I'm asking the Dolphins is don't embarrass us today. That's it. Show some pride. Have a nice performance. We know what Josh Allen's going to do. He's going to do what Josh Allen always does, but don't embarrass us. Because, you know, it always feels like on national TV, it's always a little extra disastrous when it comes to this team.
I have a personal question.
Mm-hmm.
I need help from my friends.
Sure.
So I heated up some pad thai, extra hot.
You can't go nowhere. You can't go a break without eating, can you?
No,
Yes,
you
I
really
can.
can't.
No, you can't.
I don't think so.
I haven't eaten since 10 o'clock.
But you, Leroy, all right.
I haven't eaten anything during the show.
Haven't eaten anything since last night.
Didn't you say you went and had Mima's liver?
Exactly.
No.
That wasn't during the show?
Remember, I ate. She made me a egg and bacon sandwich.
Yep.
I ate that before the show.
Right.
Right. And then when I went to bring the plate back, I saw another plate. And then that's when I thought, but it wasn't.
That was pre-show?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I heated it up.
2 feet in bounds.
I heated it up. And so I was just trying to hose it down real quick because it was just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Just wanted to get something. I'm gonna go to the gym. And I hate when you ever eat Chinese food and they leave the shell on the tail.
I can't say that's been a problem for me.
Yeah, no.
Like when you get like pad thai with shrimp and they leave the tail, the little nub on the end of the shrimp.
I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm just saying it hasn't happened to me.
Oh, well.
But I understand what you're saying.
I ate it.
Oh, my God. What Jesus, dude. What are you, a beluga whale?
You kind of sounded like
just
like
straight,
Barkov
straight like it's from the ocean?
So I don't know how my body will receive said shrimp tail.
You'll be fine.
I can't wait for you to let us know.
It's going to be a little rougher in the morning, but you're going to be fine. That's it.
I don't. Do we got to still talk about the game? Can you just wait till?
Yeah. No, I was going to talk about some Heat stuff right now.
I mean, you're going to talk about it tomorrow. So
I know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Get ready tomorrow.
know.
Get ready. We're gonna be firing up them phone lines tomorrow, dude.
As the great Jeff DeForest.
So let me ask you this.
Dolphin crying towel.
Yep.
I'll ask. What will satisfy you? Is it only a win? Is it what will satisfy you to let, because
what would satisfy me today is my Zach Sealer Malik Washington parlay finally hitting.
What's that? Plus what?
I got to look at it. I haven't even put it in for today yet.
I like it though. I think I like your parlay today. I think Malik Washington will catch a touchdown.
And here's why I ask, because if they play well and lose, can we come in here tomorrow and say, I can see that they're no? See, that's why I asked Vlad.
Okay,
because Tobin is sitting here saying, just don't embarrass me.
Yeah, don't embarrass me. But
what if they still lose? Are you embarrassed?
Well, it's over. I mean, it's over. Like, I mean, well, we know any hope of a playoff is non-existent.
See, this is what I don't want to happen to you guys. You lose tonight, right? Then you play Monday night against the Jets. You beat the Jets. Then you play against Carolina. You beat Carolina. And now you're 2-3. And then everybody's like, oh, we're on a 2-game winning streak. Because this is the state of football. You're terrible for 6 days, but once you win, you could be on a 3-game losing streak. Once you win, has the Dolphins turned things around? Has the tide changed for the Dolphins? That's what's going to happen. So,
but people like me will acknowledge the reality of that.
Right. Well, that's the thing. There's people who are realists,
and you know what Tobin will call me? Hater.
Yeah, party pooper.
We went through that all last year with the Heat. Being 3, 4, 5 games under 500.
Leroy, you went through this last year with the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Okay, when you were looking at the schedule, it's like, oh, Tua's hurt, but maybe we could beat Indy, and then we beat this team, and then Tua comes back. That's what we were doing last season.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're doing that,
all we need the backup to do is go 500. That's
500. Ridiculous.
We
Vlad,
need
by the way,
we need the starters to go 500.
got some juice on this tonight. A Malik Washington touchdown parlay with a Zach Sealer sack is up to plus 2,000. Last week I got out of plus 1,100.
So it went up now.
Zach Sealer's a little fat and sassy right now. I don't think they believe that with these young pups next to him he can get to the quarterback anymore. So we'll see.
Well, also, it's Josh Allen.
It is Josh Allen too. It is Josh Allen. That is fair.
Guys, please accept that this year is a wash. Wow, we already washing after the second week?
Why doesn't it feel like a wash? It feels like a filth.
It feels like we ain't cleaned it up yet, right?
I feel dirty.
I feel this team right now feels like I just pooed on myself.
It feels like, when you take your clothes,
that's what it feels like.
When you take your clothes to the dry cleaning?
Yep.
And then to A&T, and then
Yep.
they tell you won it by in 3 days, and then they look at it, they're like,
it's gonna take a little bit.
Come back in 2 weeks. You're like, come back in 2 weeks.
We're gonna need some time on this one.
We're gonna need some time. That's exactly how this first month of the season started.
But no, I don't think Vlad. I don't know if the fattening up against the quote unquote bad teams. I don't think that can make you feel any better right now. I think a win tonight is the only thing that gets a little bit of heat off of the Dolphins.
Dominant win. What about if it's a dominant win? Like if they win and they win it to Buffalo, beat Buffalo 30-13. Defense finally showed up. Offense was hitting on all cylinders. They showed some semblance of a running game. If they won 30-13, that would have to quiet the natives.
It would have to. It would for a little bit. Yeah, for sure. I think you're right on that. But I don't even think it has to be dominant though. I think it could just be a win against this team that you never beat. I think it's gotta ease it a little bit, because then if you win and you finished a month that was started rocky, but you finished 2-2, but one of those was against the perennial division champion. I think that's pretty palatable, but I just don't know how you could have faith in that with this squad. They just haven't shown you any capability of that, whether it be with talent, execution, discipline, coaching. What's the thing they can hang their hat on? Malik Washington returning 2? Yeah, H.N. and Malik Washington returning 2 punts for touchdowns.
2 guys when this all started were not here.
Crazy, man.
Right?
Yep.
So I'm here's where I am with Dolphins fans, is that no matter what happens, they're going to have that negative attitude. Like if they go out and beat Buffalo, it ain't going to be like, oh, we see some positive things. Let's see what we got. It'll be along the lines of, Mike McDaniel just bought himself another week, and now we got to suffer another week. Right?
I'm not going to do that tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm not going to do that tomorrow. Because I don't dislike Mike McDaniel. Am I very tired of his press conferences? Yes, but be in mind, everybody, I have to cut them for the station, so it's tiresome for me. It's a lot of ums, and every one of them is 25 minutes. I don't understand why they have to be so long.
Because he tries to answer all the questions with the first question asked.
He could do it in 15 minutes too.
I know.
Every other coach's is 15, 12 minutes. I see what the other coaches' press conferences lengths are.
Yeah.
He's not covering any more bases. He just has a lot more stutter between his words.
You say he's not covering more bases.
No, he's not, dude. You think he's covering more ground than Andy Reid? Not really. That's not how it's working. So I don't know. It's something. By the way, this is adorable. Some Norman Powell. He is en route to Miami, he says. He's finally leaving Vegas and getting ready. He's got his puppies aboard his jet.
Oh, my goodness.
Those dogs are living good.
They're so cute.
I'm telling you. What is that? One dog got an armband on?
One dog is called Apollo, and the other one's called Odin?
Yep.
They look really happy. And there's 3 in there.
There's 3 in there.
I don't know what the third one is.
I don't know what the third
One
one
doesn't
is.
have a name.
Maybe he's new.
Maybe he's and.
That's a point. Yeah, and then also
Vlad.
Yesterday, the Heat tweeted out, Nico back from Serbia. Abrate is back from Eurobasket. So
Hey,
Nico,
don't touch him with Hey, bricklayer, don't know.
Wait, who's that touching him? Is
That
that
looks
Jaime?
like Jaime.
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 Oh, and you call them a bricklayer? Come on, man.
I said, get him away from no.
Get him away from the bubble guts.
the bubble guts.
Say it.
Yeah, the bubble guts. He had bubble guts for what, a year and a half?
That's crazy, dude. I don't
Yeah,
understand what
it's
the hell
so
happened to
crazy.
him.
Yeah, for a minute. Like Tums don't work for him, huh?
I don't know. I mean, if he has a good agent, there's a good endorsement there. I'm Jaime Jaquez. I know what you
Which
think.
one? What he gonna need it either for the stomach medicine or the depends?
I don't know. Maybe the stomach ailments first, and then when he retires, he can be like Emmitt Smith, do the Depends commercials.
Yeah, that's funny.
So maybe you can get something for the splinters in his ass.
The all-time leading rusher in football is doing depends commercials.
So what? They're paying him a bag. Maybe he's got to go.
I understand that.
He's old. He can't run to the bathroom anymore.
There's no line blocking for him.
Yeah, there's no Eric Williams or Nate Newton. He needs a.
Hey, now that was a good offensive line.
I know.
Oh, they were good.
That depends. Diaper is a great.
And you know what? People would say, how many yards would Barry had if he was behind that line?
Same
and
amount.
I'm like, no, he would have had the same amount because Barry was a different style runner.
Yeah.
So even if your offensive line is good, you still run the way you run.
Crazy, man. Hey, we had early on the show. If you guys missed this guy, Fat Gene is going to join the show. This guy was awesome.
Awesome.
He is going to be appearing tomorrow on Little Haiti to celebrate his championship. First Haitian MMA champion in one of the big promotions, South Florida Zone. He's a delight. And if you guys missed it, he'll join us next. Let's go out to the Toyota of Hollywood guest line. Shop over 2,000 Toyotas on sale at one location at Toyota of Hollywood between 441 and Sheridan at ToyotaofHollywood.com. Thad Gene joining us there, PFL welterweight champion. He's going to get celebrated coming out Little Haiti tomorrow, the first Haitian champion for a major MMA promotion. Thad, appreciate the time, man. Thanks so much. How are you?
How are you guys? I'm good. Thank you for having me on, and I appreciate that. Tomorrow is going to be definitely a great time. I'm excited for that event in Little Haiti.
Can you tell us a little bit, how did that come to be? Like, when did you get the word that was going down?
I actually was supposed to be a part of it they had an event last week for that Charlotte, the Charlotte event that they had for the PFL. So they had one that weekend, but I was going to Charlotte to support my boy Kinley, who's also another Haitian representative who fights in the who was fighting in the PFL. So I couldn't make that one, so now I'm making this one. It's that's going to be happening tomorrow.
That's awesome, man. So, like, tell me a little about this tournament. Like, you were thought of as a bit of an underdog coming into this thing. You stormed through this. Like, I'm sure you didn't surprise yourself, but like, was there ever a point where you're like, man, I even exceeded my own expectations?
No. You know what? I put myself pretty high. You know what? There's two reasons why I do that. It keeps me humble when I get to the point where I get to, but at the same time, there's just no, I should say, I just don't have like, it's just not surprising to me because I put in the work and I know where I'm going to be. And I know what I say is going to happen because one, I put Christ first and I follow the steps and the guided path that he puts down for me. So no, it was nice though. It felt good. It feels really good to go from underdog to winning the entire thing though. That it definitely felt good there, but it wasn't a surprise for me. It was more like a I told you so.
Yeah, I imagine that's so. Like, what does it feel any different now that it's done? Like, do you feel even better about yourself as an athlete to have this? Like, did it feel different the next time you went training at the gym? Like, did you feel like you had even more stuff to work on because now the expectations are even higher of yourself?
No, I would say it's always the same because I take every win as my most important win. And that's why I think this is why I am undefeated to this day, because every single fight that I do, I make sure that I mentally prepare myself as this is going to be the most important fight of my career. So from the first fight as a debut professional athlete, this was my most important fight. To my third fight, to my fifth fight, to my seventh fight, to now my 11th fight. Yes, they were all my most important fights. But yeah, I have the title now, and yes, there's a bit more recognition when it comes to that. But the process of me becoming the greatest athlete, greatest martial artist to ever live is still the same. This is just one step in that process.
What was it? What was that night like when you won though? Because I saw some posts with you. Was that your parents on Instagram that you had that with when you were with the belt? That seemed really cool. That had to be an unbelievable moment.
Yeah. It was honestly that was the highlight. I would say that was better than winning the belt itself. Honestly, just because my parents are super loving, and my family itself they're super loving, and my dad he couldn't really travel because he was on dialysis for the last couple of years, and he just got a kidney last year and then got cleared to travel July 18th of this year, and the fight was August 1st of this year. So a week after he was cleared to fight, a week after he was cleared to fly, I had my fight for the championship belt, where it was the last time he actually saw me really fight for a title was when I was an amateur. So it was like a, man, look at God. Look at God.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like a look at God moment, man. This is great. Like you gotta look at the life when you come to a moment like that from the outside looking in, and just soak up just surroundings and just realize, hey man, it's happening. Let's just keep going though. Let's just keep going. Stay down. Let's just keep going.
Man, Vlad, you got the goosies from the story or what, dude? Like, this is incredible.
Goosies galore, man. Goosies galore.
That's awesome.
Did Dad cry?
Someone start saying that.
Oh,
you got the goosies.
I'm telling you, dude. That's what I'm talking about. That Gene joining us here. He just won the PFL welterweight. He's the tournament champion. So like, what was your dad like? Were they emotional? Like, what was the reaction when you show them the belt?
Oh, we're not criers. We're not really like tear jerkers or anything like that. But not in the Haitian household, not like that. But they were ecstatic. They were super proud of me. They were very proud of that, you know, their son won such a prestigious award for the country itself, and you know, they get I think they were on TikTok more than I was, searching up my name and just looking at how much of the Haitian community shouted me out and supported me. And they, every time they see something, they send it to me. And I actually uh, uninstalled TikTok because of that. I was like, all right, this is annoying. I'm uninstalling TikTok. I can't receive any more TikTok, so stop sending it to me. But again, it's great to see that they are super involved in my life. They always have been, but now they're on the technological side of it, and even seeing me on, you know, just news channels. They're seeing me all over Haitian articles and newspapers and all these things, and they're just really proud of me.
Quick question. Now, I'm fellow Haitian as well, so I had just two things. One, did your dad give, because, you know, like you said, they're not going to be emotional or anything like that, but did you get the nod of approval from your dad? Like, you know, when you shake your hand and then he gives you that,
yeah,
like,
yeah, I did. And you know what? I noticed that, that was crazy. I noticed that as soon as I walked out of the cage, he's like, give me my belt. He goes like, give me my belt. Give me my belt. And when he said that, I was just like, damn.
right?
Yeah.
And second.
Damn.
Now, they won't show you the love. They love you, but they won't show you the
They love me.
But I bet you they go to every of their friends and family members and shout you out and praise you.
100%. Now it's like I'm a little celebrity within my family, and it's like within my family, within the church community, with everything. It's like I'm like a little celebrity within it, and I have to. Yes, I played a part, but I would say that my parents are like my biggest promotional pushes within that whole community of just family and friends. They're awesome. They're amazing, and I'm just super blessed. You know, like I said, we're not. I would say my parents aren't like the super like, oh, we all lovey-dovey, but they show love in their own way. And you know, growing up, you had to realize that, yeah, my American friends their parents were super affectionate and loving, but that I had to realize that my parents were more showing affectionate on making sure that I set myself up the best for the future, and guiding me and loving me in a different way in comparison to them, and realizing, man, they did their job. They did exactly what they raised me to do. You know, so it was a blessing.
Dad, before we get you out of here, a couple things.
And the goosies.
Goosies galore, dude. I'm telling you.
Goosies galore.
Before we get you out of here, so tell people tomorrow, like, where can they come meet you in Little Haiti?
We're in Little Haiti at the Sounds of Little Haiti event tomorrow night. And I'm excited. I've never been to an event like this, and I'm excited to see the Haitian community pop out and show their support. And I don't know, I heard that they like me down there, so I'm excited to see how much love I get down there. And if I don't get that much love, I know it's just the beginning, and I'll make sure that everyone down there loves me eventually. But again, I'll be down in Little Haiti for the Sounds of Little Haiti event. I'll be there from, I think it starts from 6 to 11, and I'll be doing like a meet and greet from like 7 o'clock to 8:30 or something like that. But I will be there in around the 7 o'clock general time. So I am super excited. I'm bringing the belt with me. So if you want to take pictures with me with the belt, I want you to bring your flags too. That's number one. Bring the flags, okay? Binabek Japo, IT Sudo, and let's just have a good time together. That's
Goosies on top of Goosies, dude. That Fat Gene, PFL welterweight champion. Thanks for the time, man. We really appreciate you. Enjoy your event.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you guys. Have a great night, and hopefully we'll see you guys tomorrow.
All righty. Take care. Yeah. There you go. One of South Florida's on there, man. Go check him out. He's on the rise right there. 26 years old. Very, very talented, and we appreciate it. Give him some time.